Today, going live right now. Let's bring up the chat real quick. Just wanted to welcome everybody here. Looks like we got 4 people watching. We're running into a little bit of some technical difficulties right now. Our last child just does not want to go to bed. So to get things started off, I'm Danny. Welcome to TheCornerCade. Normally we're joined by Mrs. CornerCade, but she's putting our last child to sleep right now. So she'll be in a few minutes, so just give her some time. But welcome to our 3rd episode of the Versus series, where me and my wife go one-on-one against each other in a game that you in the community, you guys get to pick. And today, this week, our game is going to be Rootbeer Tapper, none other than the one right behind me right here. So we're going to get started on that a little later in the episode. But we like to do kind of like a chill and chat to get things started off before we do the gameplay, just so we can kind of reach out to you guys in the community, go over some arcade one-up news. We got some news and notes that we can go over. But before we get started with all that, I do want to say hello to the chat. So let me bring up the chat real quick. Looks like we got Endanger Dog. What's going on, man? How you doing? C North, let's go. I love it. I love the energy. Justin J, hey dude, root beer tapper, way better than the woke Budweiser tapper. Yeah, actually, comment on that one. We actually got to play a real tapper cab at one of the local arcades. Super dope. And that's where I realized, I'm like, oh, wait a second. Like, there's a root beer tapper and a Budweiser tapper. So that was pretty cool. We got to play that. That is a really, really cool looking cabinet with the dual little the joysticks, and then like all the finish on that is just super cool. It's definitely like a nostalgia cab for sure. And Root Beer Tapper is a fun game to play. We're gonna see. It's been a while since me and my wife played it, but we're gonna be able to dust off our shoulders and see if we can get some high scores for you guys. Jax, what's going on, man? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Chris C, how you doing? Carlo, hi Corny. Are you replacing Travis at Arcade One Up? Yes, that is the main focus. That would be no. All joking aside, he has a very, very, very difficult job, as you guys in the community can tell, that he doesn't get compensated for. But I think it'd be really, really cool to help bridge the gap between home arcade and everybody, all the fans out there, to Arcade One Up itself. I think actually, like, you know, all kidding aside, I think me and Cyrus would make a great team as far as like chemistry goes. We're both very like positive people, and at the end of the day, like I'm a fan just like anybody else here. I'm not employed by Arcade One Up, so like I want the best of the best. And one thing when I had Travis on that was pretty cool, and then later he was on with Michael B. That sometimes when things get leaked, it actually like causes the game not to come out, which is crazy. I never knew that. So it's like we all need to just keep on the down low and make sure we get all those cool titles coming out in the future. Saved by Zero at Carlo. He's applying for Jade's World Tech Buzz. Yeah, that'd be. I threw out a little feeler there. I was like, hey, you know, you guys need a host. Like, why not? They might do like a guest thing where they tried a bunch of people, but who knows? I don't know. You'll have to get with Steven at the Tech Buzz there, Mike of all trades, and Wild Man Bill there, and see what they say. Council fanboy, what's up, dude? Question: any way you can check to see if your MVSX has Run and Gun 2? Whenever you get a chance, yeah, I can definitely check. I don't believe that's on there, but I can definitely check. Super Fat Hobbit, playing Tapper Night, do we leave tips instead of super chats? Yes. I guess, wouldn't a super chat be some sort of a tip? We are making our way, just to give you guys kind of like a little insight here, we are slowly making our way to that 300 kind of a point now where, thanks to all you guys' super chats, this is our 3rd episode. So the first kind of like purchase, once we can get there, I'm kind of eyeing up some like laptops that we can actually bring you guys like a really good experience. So right now, if you guys don't know, we're just using my iPhone right now with a couple of DJI mics, and that's it. Once we can get a laptop, then the party can really get started, because then we'll be able to have guests on the show a lot easier. As you guys saw when I had Travis on, so mic quality wasn't that great on our end just because we had to use AirPods. It's just a hot mess. So we'll be able to give you guys a really good experience once we start getting the funding for it. And everything that you guys donate to us goes directly back into making that experience better for you. So that's kind of like our goal at the end of the day. So we're getting there. I think we need like $900 for a laptop, but slowly but surely we'll get there. Council fanboy, I'm poor. Yeah, I can only imagine, man. You super chat a lot to everybody, and it's much appreciated. Carlo, I'd love to see some MVX2 player. Yeah, I did put it in the poll. I did put up Capcom versus SNK as one of the options. I think that fell maybe like a short second. But Rootbeer Tapper, for the most part, ran away with it. So that's what we're going to do this week. And again, I try to spray to all fields for the game selection in the poll, so get an equal chance, and I'll keep bringing up those games. The games we do play, I won't repeat until we kind of do full circle and play other games, kind of thing. Justin J, come on, Council fanboy, buy them an effing laptop, dude. No, you don't have to do that, man. It's kind of just like a community effort. At the end of the day, we kind of sunk the majority of like what we had set aside for like entertainment purposes and stuff. We built the arcade with. So we're kind of, at this point, any future cabs that we want to get, we either are going to sell some, kind of make up the difference there, so we're not paying an arm and a leg to bring new cabs into the CornerCade. Ralphie Duran, what's up, everybody? What's up, dude? How you doing? Looks like we have 15 people tonight. I really appreciate everybody coming by. Like I said before, I tried to jumpstart this a little bit and tried to start it at 9, but our daughter wasn't having it. So right now she's tossing and turning. My wife is trying to get her to sleep. But as soon as she does, I assume she's going to come and join us. So it's kind of a bummer not having her here right now because we're going to do a quick chat with you guys on some of that Arcade 1-Up news. But until she gets here, we and the community can talk about it. I know our first topic that we were going to kind of bring up was the EVO event. Street Fighter Deluxe being released. What are you guys' thoughts on it? I mean, a lot of people have covered it so far. I can kind of give you my 2 cents on it. I wanted to do kind of like a full breakdown of the cabinet with my wife, but maybe we'll see if we can just kind of start that now. Let's see. Let's just see everybody in the chat. Looks like a couple more people joined. What's up, Bozo Calvin Jr.? Did you see the Wheel of Fortune is available to buy at Wayfair? Yeah, so HSN has it now. It's all over now. So looks like anybody can kind of scoop that up. I always trust. I mean, I've gotten like a cab off Wayfair before. It was Dragon's Lair, but I always I personally go with Best Buy. It's just a safe bet, just in case anything were to happen. I can contact the customer service just a lot easier than I would maybe a Wayfair. But the Home Shopping Network has it, and you can do like payment plans on that, which is super cool too. What's up, Toxin? How you doing, man? Oh, speaking of Toxin, so I tried the antenna that you sent me on Killer Instinct, and it didn't work. So I still can't get online. But I really do appreciate you trying to troubleshoot it, help me out. But yeah, it's nothing still, so it kind of sucks. So I guess on to the next test that we can try to do to get me back online again. Justin J, UAG still working for Arcade 1-Up? He's sure been quiet lately. No, I mean, if I was Arcade 1-Up, I would have dropped him like a sack of potatoes, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that situation. Andy's Game Room, what's going on, man? Evening, guys. You all have done really well with the CornerCade. Looks like a really cool game room. Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Like the ground light that's behind me, that's just like an accent light for the stream. We don't really keep that on during when we're playing in here. And then like the lights around the room, I think I have those set at like maybe a little less than 50%, but they can get a lot brighter. Let's see here, Justin, he's attempting an immediate comeback. Okay, maybe that's regarding UAG. Stupid Fat Hobbit says Corner is too genuine to work for Arcade 1-Up. He needs to go to the Weasel School. I don't know. I mean, like, I for the most part believe Cyrus with what he says, and he seems pretty like upbeat and genuine. But yeah, like, I didn't realize it till I got my first like Arcade 1-Up. But like, retro gaming is pretty dope. Like, I don't know. It just hit a different nostalgia spark for me. Instead of like playing Call of Duty on PS5, it's just different. It's really cool. It's we want to see what's coming out next. We're so hungry for fresh and new titles and how they innovate the cabs and change them and make them better. And we'll get into that a little bit with the Street Fighter 2 Deluxe. I think they did all. I think so. The HF5 Dynamo body style, that form factor, I think that's going to be really cool. Because like I think it's gonna be like the new like midway form factor where now we can bridge the gap here, and maybe we'll see other titles that had that same form factor, much like Arcade One Up was putting Blitz, MK, Joust, Street Fighter, everything into this new midway style. Maybe we might see some different cabinets from back in the day, and maybe it's a hint to maybe some different titles that we might get. But I'm really liking the new form factor, and just kind of breaking that down real quick. We've got 25 people in the chat. Thank you everybody for being here. Let's just get right into the Street Fighter then. Normally I have my wife here again. She's putting the kids to sleep right now, but she would watch the chat. So just kind of bear with me here. I'm on my phone, kind of looking at two things. So just to get into the Street Fighter Deluxe, I know. So just starting from top to bottom. So the form factor is great. I love the reverse printed marquee. I think that's going to be a big hit, and this is where we need to stay with it. We don't go backwards. We don't go forwards. We stay here. All of them should just be that acrylic slide in, reverse printed, and let's just keep it like that. I think this is going to be a real winner as far as the marquee goes, because sometimes we get these cabinets and then we're kind of bummed when we turn it on, and it's like, oh, I just spent $500-600, and now I got to go to Joe Sabo's and buy an $80 marquee that I'll get in 3 months. So it's like it's not really putting the complete package together. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that Arcade One Up got this one right. So just going down from there, the screen looks like it's a 17-inch BOE monitor. So that's always good. They always hit that out of the park in the Capcom cabs. So we shouldn't have anything to worry about there. Getting to the control panel, this is a big moving step forward for Arcade One Up. I hope to God that this paint stays the way it is. So the paint that's on there's going to be no deck protector, and it's like the paint that they use has been like stress tested apparently at like the Dolphin Stadium, apparently according to Cyrus. So hopefully everything will be good there and it won't ever wear off. But if this can be done, I mean, I think this is a big step forward for Arcade One Up, much like when they added like the speaker grill covers on top of the speakers. They added like the molded coin door. They went riserless. Like these are big steps now. Going to that acrylic marquee slide in and getting away from that boxlit style. These are going to be big steps forward to getting more closer to like a real thing, like more authentic. Like that's what we want at the end of the day, is just getting there. Like what more can we do each and every year to improve on what we already have? So the control panel looks pretty cool. That plastic piece that's like, there's a plastic piece that's in front that's a little discolored. That's not the same color as the control panel. I know Cyrus kind of touched on it, like, oh, haha, yeah, we'll see if we can fix it. I mean, those cabs that are on the boat, they're like gonna be here soon. If that's supposed to come out in October, those cabs are already gonna be here. So there's no changing that. But I'm sure like an aftermarket company, if it was really, really bad, like a Joe Sabo's, will have a graphic overlay they can put on there. But again, we're taking one step forward, 2 steps back again. We get the reverse printed marquee correct, but now we're getting the mismatched colors where you get that discoloration on the front plastic. But I don't know. I guess time will tell and see where we can kind of go from there. Getting down to the cabinet, I mean, the riserless design looks phenomenal as always. So no complaints there. I know B touched on it, and I thought about it but never said it when I was building these things. The coin door is a little bit lower on these things. It's about half down from where it normally is. It needs to be back up, about a half a size coin door. I want to say maybe 6 inches higher than what it is. They're placing the coin door too low. It looks really weird. I think they try to center it a little bit, but it needs to be pushed up a little bit. But besides that, the games lineup is the same. So this is kind of like where, when I was watching it, I kind of got a little excited about it because of the form factor, and I was like, oh, that looks like a really cool cab. Like, maybe I can sell one of my other ones to possibly get it. But now we're on the same games lineup as before in the Yoga Flame. What I was kind of hoping for is that they maybe could have at least put the Darkstalker series on there, or they could have taken all the games from Big Blue, all the games from Yoga Flame, and put them into one. Cyrus talked a lot about like, hey, we're trying to bring the community together so we can play with everybody. What better way? The newest Street Fighter cab that has all the Capcom games on it. I mean, then you can play with everybody, right? So I think that was a little bit lazy, and they just didn't want to make a new PCB. They already had these ready to go. Shoot it, bang it, go, done. Because the faster they can get these cabs turned around and made, the faster they can get them on the floor to sell. So that was kind of like a bummer. But all in all, I think it's a pretty cool cab. If I'm able to sell my Yoga Flame and Big Blue, we're gonna try to plan on picking that one up. A lot of it is for like you guys in the community kind of see it so we can do a review on it. And that's a little bit like, hey, I do want that, but it's nothing I need to have right now because we have the Shinku Hadouken, the Yoga Flame, and the Big Blue. Like we're Street Fightered out right now. But if I'm able to sell the Big Blue and Yoga Flame, I think I'll pick this one up. For me personally, the Big Blue, you have to sit at it. You cannot stand up and play. I'm just too tall for it, so it makes it kind of uncomfortable at the end of the day if you want to stand and play. So it's kind of one of the concessions is like the form factor. I'm just going to kind of move on from that, but we'll see what happens down the line. Oh, looks like Mrs. CornerCade's joining the chat. Let's go. You holding it down to the other room? Let me just catch up with the chat here real quick. We got 25 people in the house. Okay, so Bozo saying Wheel of Fortune coming to you in 3 to 7 days. So a little bit of news on that real quick. We did order it. My friend Brian's ordering it. He's going to let us do an unboxing and review for the community for you guys. So shout outs to Brian because that was something that like I wasn't planning on personally bringing to the CornerCade. I know my wife really wants to bring it, but she's going to get her hands on it. Maybe she likes it. Maybe she don't. We'll see. But that'll be pretty cool. We ordered it through Best Buy, so it says we're supposed to get it like through the 3rd or the 5th, and I know other people like Kohl's has it, and you can get it like right away. So I'm hoping maybe they bump the shipping time. Otherwise, we're just gonna have to wait a little bit for that. Jason was saying we can only hope all these rehashes will result in some special surprises next year. Yeah, next year in a make or break year. Yeah, Jason, you bring up a good point. Like, I think we know now that, Arcade 1-Up sells to the retailers and they have to do these rehashes to please the community, please the retailers. But I always, what I talked about with Travis was like, hey, you can do that till the cows come home. Re-release those four, the Atari Legacy, the Atari Deluxe now, the Atari Deluxe, the Street Fighter Deluxe, the Mortal Kombat Deluxe, and re-release all those till the cows come home. But in between those, like every 2-3 months, kind of if you want to press it 3 months, that's fine. But 4 times a year, we should be getting a banger title. Like guys, I want you to really like think about this. And every title is going to be different. But let's just take me for example. Let's say in 1 year, you were able to get a Daytona, a Time Crisis, let's just say, a Sega Star Wars trilogy, and like a Hydro Thunder mixed in with all those things. I mean, I don't think anybody in the community would ever have a complaint over that. Like, those are, like, this year we got one new title, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, Fast and Furious. So it's like, that's not enough at the end of the day. And that way you can satisfy both parties. And I would even take it one step further and challenge. So as you come up with those 4 titles that you release to the retailers, like a Best Buy, a Kohl's, a Wayfair, whatever, and you have those re-releases just constantly pumping out of the cabs that you already made just in deluxe form with no riser, you could then maybe do once a year or twice a year, so every 6 months or just once a year, a direct from Arcade 1-Up where we can get that Cubert, that pole position, or whatever the case may be. Make 250 of them and be done with it. And if it sells out, then see if you can bring it back 6 months later, because it usually takes like 6 months to make these cabinets, depending on the number of the quantity. But and obviously for the XL people, like throw in the XLs in there. But I think it's very possible. So maybe in 2024 we see more of that kind of crank up a little bit. I mean, fingers crossed at the end of the day, because more cabs, more better. So just keep cranking out those titles, and that's part of the reason why we got an MVSX. Nothing was out, and me and my wife looked at each other and we said, "Well, shit, let's get something." And it's a pretty cool multi-cade, but like again, that's Arcade 1-Up sale that could have happened, but it didn't because we're not coming out with anything cool. We got 30 people in the chat. I appreciate you all coming by. Just to fill everybody in that's kind of just coming in, so I want to welcome you guys to episode 3 of our little versus series that me and my wife have, where we kind of play games one-on-one against each other, voted by you guys in the community. Tonight, as you saw in the thumbnail, we're gonna be playing Rootbeer Tapper. If my wife can ever get in, we're trying to put our last kiddo down to sleep, so we'll see how this goes. And then we do a little chill and chat before that, just to say hi to the community, talk Arcade 1-Up news, because that's kind of what we're interested in. Yes, home arcade's awesome. You know, iArcade just went down. At Games is pretty cool. I've always kind of been eyeing like one of their pinballs, but until it goes down to the like $199 price point. But mainly Arcade 1-Up is where me and my wife are at. It just brings the nostalgia. So we kind of talk that news, and then yeah, we say hello to the community and welcome everybody aboard, and just say hi to everybody in the chat, and then we get into the gameplay. So want to welcome everybody here today. See what we got going on here. Mrs. CornerCade staying active in that chat. That's awesome. I need you here. You're supposed to hold down the chat for me. I'm doing a one-man show right now. If I don't answer your question, guys, because the chat kind of flies a little bit for me, please ask it again. I want to get to everybody's question at the end of the day. Let's see, we got Stupid Fat Hobbit says, what's funny is that if no Arcade 1-Up goes the next 6 months with no new license releases, a lot of us are going to revisit Wheel of Fortune out of desperation for something new. And you're 100% correct. That's kind of like why I'm getting like the Street Fighter Deluxe, or I hope to get. You know, again, we have the channel and that's here, but at the end of the day, like, the arcades and stuff come first, and that's like what we're about, is we're about gaming. You know, I'm not going to be the first one to release a breaking news video on the Action Arcade that came out today. We'll get to that later, but it's about gaming. It's about the arcades. It's about getting them. So like, you want to scratch that itch, and it's like you're looking around, and guys that have like, you know, these massive, you know, 20 arcade rooms are like, well, we want to get something. And when there's nothing out, it's like, you're like, well, maybe I should get the Wheel of Fortune, or maybe I should get this Street Fighter again and see if I can sell or move my other ones. Because you want, like, half the fun, me and my wife have a blast building the arcades. That's like half the fun of it. And the other half, obviously, is playing it. But, like, I don't know, it's just there's nothing there now, and it really stinks. And I was really hoping to, on a total side note, I was really hoping that Killer Instinct was going to get remade in, like, the proper body style. But now, like, they lost the, Arcade 1-Up lost the license to At Games or something. So it's like, I'm kind of bummed out about that, because Killer Instinct's one of my favorite games, and I would have loved to see it in like that midway form factor. Justin J is saying NFL Blitz Deluxe. I bet we'll sneak in here soon. Justin, you're not wrong, but the problem is they made so many blitzes, and they bet on so many sales of Blitz, and it just wasn't there. So it kind of sucks at the end of the day, because we all thought that it was going to do a lot better than what it did. And that's why like the Costco's had so many sales, like the Sam's Clubs had so many sales on it. But I'm pretty sure that they're going to get around to remaking everything once like the stock depletes. But they're going to do the banger titles first that kind of like sold out right away. So I think that's my prediction. All right, we got a new Mark's Mental Arcade is here. This CornerCade looks like Sultron from Mortal Kombat. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, she'll be here shortly, so we'll be able to see, because I don't even know what she's wearing. Toxin, let's talk about Arcade 1-Up request to cancel their FCC filing for Time Crisis. Yeah, Toxin, reiterate on this. So I know it was posted, like 19K Fox posted on his community post that there was some kind of like BS or something going down. If somebody can explain in the chat a little bit further on that, I'm just hoping that Time Crisis is already here. Let's get on the floor and let's buy it before any of this bullshit happens. Can you imagine we're waiting like a year now, and like some stupid like technicality comes up and now we can't get it? That'd be heartbreaking, because that's like a title that they're banking on this year. Jason says that the FCC said that if you use Time Crisis, you might harm the space-time continuum. Yes, maybe. See, the FCC won't let me be, right, Eminem? As soon as Mrs. CornerCade walks in here, you'll get 200 viewers. Parks Mental Arcade, yeah. One can only hope. Gospel Fanboy says, Danny, what cab are you selling when you hit the max total? So let me count here because we got 19 calves. Let me see here. If I do 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay, I think I can fit 23 calves in. If I sell Blitz, because Blitz is sitting on the end, because it's like a 4-player, I could get 24 calves in. Or 25. Because for every like 4-player that you have, you can fit 2-2-player or 2-1-player, or a 1-player and 2-player. So I could pretty much have like straight up rows in here. The only problem with that is then we wouldn't have anywhere to stream in here. So we're in like a very small setup right now for our streaming setup. I mean, we're on a couple of chairs and a bar stool. So that would be the only thing that's like, huh, how are we supposed to stream then? But we'll see. I mean, I have a lot of like, so we switched over when the new form factor started coming out. We switched over to all the newer like higher calves. So the calves I believe were at either 57, 58 inches high, and then they started making them at 61 inches. So we kind of switched and transitioned everything over from games like the Golden Tee, the Swan design, X-Men, Simpsons, Turtles, all those games. We sold all those, and we ended up getting like kind of like some duplicates of them, just knowing that like, hey, let's just kind of get our hands on it, and then we'll might flip it later. But there are a couple duplicates. There's 1, 2. So like just for counting here, looking around the room, I have Joust, Mortal Kombat 30th, Shinku Hadouken, and Yoga Flame. Trying to see. So those are some duplicates, and obviously I have Big Blue to the left of me. So I could sell off. There's like in Tron like it's no gameplay in our arcade, so we're gonna try to sell that one as well. So there are like 7 cabs that are kind of up for grabs, so we can make a lot of transitional moves going forward, which reminds me too, the new Street Fighter Deluxe cab. It's 63 inches high. So I know a lot of people are saying it's 61 inches. It is 63 inches high. It's about half a marquee higher than the normal midway form factors, which will be kind of cool, I think. I think you won't be looking down as much onto the screen. You're going to be adjusted a little bit higher. But again, then are we going to go 63 inches going forward? Because the NBA Jam Deluxe coming out is 63 inches high as well. So we'll just, I guess time will tell. Mark's Mental Arcade says, what is your friends' reactions when they walk into the Cornercade for the first time? So people, like, my coworkers have seen my arcade. Nobody's really been over to our house or anything like that, but they've seen it. And I even show customers, too, like, if they're getting an arcade one-up or anything like that, I'll show them, like, hey, I have a home arcade as well, and I'll just quick show pictures or anything like that. And it's pretty cool. I mean, I didn't realize like what we were doing here. We were just making our space cool at the end of the day. We're just giving the arcades a home and then decorating it and putting lights up. And then when you really take pictures of it and look at it, you're like, oh shit, like that looks pretty cool at the end of the day. Like, so it was pretty dope. And it's cool that like I was able to build a YouTube channel because I got some ideas from other people, and I've seen other people get ideas from like what we have done. And it's cool to just share that and have everybody's 2 cents in and get everybody's mixed reactions and everything, and see everybody else's home arcade tours. Thor KC, welcome to the chat. How you doing? My arcade room is pretty much filled with 10. Might be able to squeeze in 1 or 2 more. Expand into another room. Yeah, we like to keep it to 1 room, and that's like a main reason why we don't have a V pin in here, because our aisles are so just like, I think they're like, I want to say like 3 or 4 feet deep. And if we don't have room for a pinball in this room. Now, if we had a basement, that would be dope. Then it's game on. But we were able to squeeze another arcade behind me, and our door, instead of opening the door all the way, it kind of opens a little bit. Like it'll open where you can get through, but it's not all the way. But I was like, oh, it's well worth it. It's like maybe 80% it opens, but it's well worth it to squeeze another arcade in. I mean, that's what this is about, right? How can we squeeze more and more in? And that's why, Jason, I was so happy you were able to super chat on my behalf, like to Cyrus, to say, guys, like drop the 4-player control panels and just move straight up to 2 players. Like for anything, like any 4-player deck, move straight up to 2-player. I swear on my soul, if there was a 2-player, let's say they re-released X-Men in Deluxe 2-player with like the right marquee, like reverse printed, like speaker grills, I'd probably buy it in a heartbeat, honestly. And I sold mine just because of like the form factor's too low. It took up way too much space. Like I would definitely rebuy Turtles again, like Turtles, Simpsons, X-Men, like those Konami games are like just like classic Hall of Fame titles to have in your arcade. Blitz would be way better if it was a 2-player. I can move it into the aisle and acquire another arcade. And isn't that what this is about? Arcade 1-Up is buying more arcades. So if you're telling me for every four player arcade, I can have two for the price of one, like you of course, why wouldn't you do that? So that's kind of like, in my opinion, that has to be highly considered over there, because people are running out of space at the end of the day, and what are you gonna do? You're not gonna put more 4 players in your arcade. That's why I'm hoping, like, if a WrestleFest came out, like they made Blitz in a 2 player before, so it's like, why not do that? They've made WrestleFest in a 2 player before, why not do that? But Arcade One Up seems to put these like tag titles on things. It's like, hey, we have to have a 4 player, we have to have a shooter, and we have to have a driver every year kind of thing. And it's, I don't know if I totally agree with that. Oh, look who joined us, guys! Look who joined us. Mrs. CornerCade is finally in the house. Let's get her set up real quick, guys. Give me 1 second. Let me get her mic'd up here. Yeah, just in case a little height here. Oh, so I was gonna show you guys this. Okay, so when you play Rootbeer Tapper, right? There's only
one. You
one.
gotta ask who has to have Rootbeer when playing.
Oh yeah, like, okay, well that's, yeah, I guess we have to have root beer, but do you guys like have to have like a big frosty glass of root beer for Rootbeer Tapper? So what we were gonna do is we brought this along for you guys. So my root beer choice, let's see if we can get in the camera here, is gonna be Sprecker's right out of the glass bottle here. That's the choice right there. And then my wife, so honey, you can show yours. She's on keto, so arms not. But we got 0 sugar and W. I mean, both great options there, right?
Yeah.
So apologies, the show got kind of sidetracked. At the end of the day, family first kind of thing. Our daughter, she finally went to sleep?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I had to get the show started without you, so we didn't do the grand intro and all this cool stuff. But we were talking about the Street Fighter Deluxe. I went through and we kind of broke it down with the chat and everybody.
You did break it down?
Yep, we broke everything down. That's how long we've been going. Yeah, we've been rolling now for a little bit. So I guess tell the community, what are your thoughts on the Deluxe cab?
I think it's beautiful. Oh, sorry. I think it's beautiful. Still half asleep. I love the black.
The all black?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I have to pull it up.
No, that's okay. Here, I'll put it up for you.
Look at it.
Oh.
Well, that's definitely not it.
Yeah, that's not it. Okay, so while she's pulling that up, I'm going to go into the chat here. Let's see what we got. Looks like...
It would have been cool to be there to, like, see it in person.
Yeah, I know. Guys, how cool would it be? Like, see, this is the thing, guys. Like, we love our kids to death. But we have, like, a 1 to 3-year-old and a 10-year-old. And for us to make a trip out to Evo would be a complete circus. It would be very difficult, to say the least. Not saying it'd be impossible, but it'd be a little bit pricey and it'd be a little bit difficult. So it would be definitely cool to see these cabs like in person and go to live events. Mm-hmm. I mean, would you guys want the CornerCade to go to the Cleveland Gaming Classic? That's in September, right? All the YouTubers are going there, so.
We'd be toting around a wagon full of kids.
Oh yeah, we'd have the whole CornerCade crew with us. I'll say hello to the chat. Biggie D, welcome, man. What's going on, man? Glad to see that you're here. Yes, Toxin says my arcade has a WrestleFest cab now. Yeah, it's cool because like the MVSX that we have now has WrestleFest in it. So we were talking about like 4-player cabs. The control panel going down to 2 players because that's something we asked Cyrus from Arcade One Up, and they claim to have looked into this pretty hard, and we kind of gave out the notion. I mean, if we have a Blitz cab, I can only have the Blitz cab, in certain spaces. But if I didn't have the 4-player, I could have 2-2-player.
Yeah.
So that's more cabs for them to sell, and at the end of the day, isn't that the point? Like to sell cabs, so.
Even if it's like a custom order thing where you have to wait, like we buy the 4-player, but I don't know. I know we can do that on Etsy, but the quality was so poor when we tried to do it with
and then you gotta wire everything. Like I don't mind trying to wire it. The problem is we glue top all of our bat tops down with Loctite, and we use like the red Loctite, so we go all in. Like you're gonna need a flame torch to get that off. So because they just spin off all the time. I mean, you guys know. But yeah, we tried to get a 2-player one time, and it just the quality is terrible. And at the end of the day, I almost want like a quick plug and play, but it would be dope to see if you can go to like Arcade One Direct and like select an option. Do you want the 2-player version or the 4-player version? and then they just make like 50-50 of the cabs kind of thing. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Tyson says CornerCade has to be at Cleveland. I think it'd be dope. Oh, guys, so backtrack. So we actually have some. I don't know if you guys seen it on the YouTube channel, but we have some CornerCade merch. We have a little merch section. We actually got one of the hoodies in. Do you want to go grab it real quick?
It's wet.
It's okay. Like we had to wash it because it had like a smell to it,
Smelled like Elmer's glue.
like a new smell. It's not
No,
like a bad
that's not
smell.
new. That's Elmer's
It's not like a BO smell. It was just like a weird
No, it
smell.
was literally bottle up
Go grab the
Elmer's
hoodie real
glue.
quick. We'll show the chat real quick because I was hoping that we would get them in and I get mine in too. We each ordered a hoodie and I wanted to see if we can get them in so we can wear them on the show. But maybe next week. For some reason, they set them like separate, so we'll show you guys that. Pretty cool. But we could totally like rock the CornerCade swag down at Cleveland. Wouldn't that be fun? Andy's Game Room saying AMW is the best. Yeah, AMW is not bad at all. But Spreckers, man, have you guys had Spreckers at all? Like, let me know in the chat. That's the Hall of Fame of root beer. I don't know if it's a Wisconsin thing, so we're in Wisconsin. I don't know if it's located anywhere else. Jason drank A&W tonight during dinner. I mean, it's classic, right? So Christopher Camera says, why, no Loctite, use plumber's tape. So we did use plumber's tape. It worked like 45% for us. It was not, it didn't do what we needed it to do. They still were popping off, so we just said enough. Just bolt them down and let's go. My wife got the hoodie. You want to here? See if we can get that in the camera here. But we got CornerCade hoodie. I mean, this thing is dope. I was pretty impressed when I saw it. It's pretty cool. We got like hats and T-shirts, and there's a whole bunch of stuff up on there. But that's one of them. Hopefully we'll get some other ones soon. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Jason M, red Loctite. You just went full Loctite. You'll never go full Loctite. Yeah, you think 19K Fox goes hard. We went with the red Loctite. That's never coming off. Yes, Carlo, there is a trucker hat. I think we have like, it's called like the dad hat. I don't know, you guys all have to check out the store. It's pretty cool. What you guys should do though is if you go to our merch section on our YouTube, click on one of the items and then view it on the website and then hit our logo up top and it'll take you to the actual like store. That way you can browse. YouTube glitches it a little bit and shows repetitive product and then they show it backwards. I don't know why that is a thing, but it's very weird.
Would we ever get a real arcade? Council Fanboy wants to.
Danny said, yeah, will we ever get a real arcade? I think it'd be dope to have, but there's no way we could bring it. So we live in an apartment, and there's like, 20 stairs to bring up?
Oh, yeah, that's not happening.
It would never happen.
It would have to stay in the garage.
So we have a garage. It would have to stay in there.
But the garage, it's a small garage.
Dude, so I gotta talk. Okay, so there's a guy at work that has a free MK1 cab. Oh. And I was like, I gotta follow up on that. I gotta ask. Okay, I gotta ask.
So
I gotta ask.
Coming to Wisconsin.
No. So it was a free MK1. He just wanted to get rid of it, but like the amount of maintenance that you'd have to do just to get it like back up and running, I don't know. I guess it depends on like how much, if we can get it for like $300 to $600, how much work we have to put into it. And how clean is it? Like, most of these things have, like, bird shit all over it. There's rat droppings in it. Like, a lot of them are just disgusting. And I don't know, like...
Council Fanboy said to make sure there are rats inside of it.
No, you definitely don't want that at all.
Unless you're looking for friends.
Yeah, no. I don't know. That's weird. I don't know if
Pet a rat?
No.
I have. They're really cute.
You have?
Yeah.
Where and when?
I've had a pet one.
You had a pet rat?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, you learn something new about your wife every day. What was his name?
I don't remember. It was a long time
Charlie.
ago. Charlie the rat.
I guess that's then the monitor too, like replacing the CRT. I feel like my eyes now, like when we went to the real arcade, if you play that in the daytime, you can't see anything on it. It's completely, it has to be pitch black.
Idea.
Yeah. So like, I feel like you'd have to replace it with like one of those Unico 26-inch monitors that they just kind of release, or just an LCD monitor. I think that'd be way better.
I think it would be cool to own one at some point, but it'd be like a project thing, which is way down the road.
Yeah, like it would be dope. I'm not gonna shy away from that.
I wouldn't really mix them in with these, though.
Oh no, like
It
a real arcade
definitely
would make
be
these
separate.
really look like toys at the end of the
Yeah.
day, and that like these would be in the home in the basement, like maybe those would be in the garage or something, kind of like a retro Ralph setup or something. But yeah, the real arcades, like the sticks and buttons, you can't beat it. Like I love going to real arcades, but like I think for the home, like this is cool for the home, at the end of the day. So let's see. Game Junction, what's going on, man? We got Tech Buzz Gaming in the house. How you doing, man? Damian Williams, Rad Droppings, laughing my ass off. Welcome to the chat, brother. Well, since you're here now, I'm gonna let you take over the chat.
Oh,
So you're gonna be in charge of that
big
guy.
responsibility.
Yeah. So we were just talking about the deluxe, guys. I know. So we don't have a PC yet to actually put up a poll, unless we can. No, we can't. So because I gotta use my camera, my account's logged in on my phone, my camera. Let's do this. If you're gonna get the Street Fighter Deluxe, the new one, put 1 in the chat. If you aren't, put a 0 in the chat. Let's kind of gauge some interest here out of the 36 plus people that we have in there to see like if you guys are even interested in that. I know we touched on it, possibly selling Yoga Flame, maybe Tron or Big Blue to kind of acquire the new deluxe, the new form factor of the Street Fighter. I think that'd be pretty neat. And then obviously, like, it's no secret here. Everybody wants to get Time Crisis if it is able to come out.
What's going on with that? I read some comments, something about what was that, the FCC or whatever? I don't know.
Yeah, I was kind of like, the FCC won't let me be.
That was
so
exactly
let
what
me be,
played
so.
in my brain as I was saying that.
Yeah, so I don't know. There's some, like, we could pull up 19K Fox's community page. Somebody posted something, and I don't know. It looks like there's some technicalities that they can't sell it. I'm hoping it's already here, and let's just get it on the
It
shelves
looks
and let's
like
move the
Arcade
drill.
One Up was requesting to cancel it or something.
Oh, that would be terrible. Can you
That's
imagine?
what somebody said in here.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, hang on. Whoa. I don't know where it went, guys. Help me out.
All right, whoever said that they're gonna cancel it, put it back in the chat. We have a ton of zeros, so nobody's getting this cab.
Why?
Are you guys not?
Is it the game lineup?
I think
being
so.
The same?
I think it's just too repetitive. It's like too much, too repetitive.
So we don't care about the form factor.
I think the new Dynamo form factor is gonna be pretty cool. I'm on board with that. But again, that's just me. But a lot of it, I think, is the games lineup. Could be the games lineup. Could be like the discoloration in the control panel because like the front plastic piece is a different. It's supposed to be the same color, but it's like yellowed out. Like it looks like it's either cat peed on it.
Yeah, I saw that.
Or
but they were
it was
talking
sitting in the
about that might just be.
A pre-production.
Yeah.
That would be dope.
Might
If that
be
was like
fixed.
if that was like a pre-production thing. But from what I'm seeing is like it's gonna come out in October. These things are already made and on the boat.
Oh.
So I don't know.
I thought they rushed the one that they had at Evo.
They did, and the cool thing is, I'd love to know, because apparently that cab that was at Evo with Travis and B, apparently that cab was a box to another leak. So that would be super cool. Well, it's super cool that they know what it is, but I would love to know what that box is. What do we got going on here? Oh, hold on a second.
You brought up the same PCB we were talking about.
Tech Buzz says, yeah, same PCB, yeah. Yeah, because I threw out the notion, and for everybody just kind of join in, like this new deluxe form Street Fighter should have both the Big Blue Games lineup and Yoga Flame merged into one. Cyrus talked about, hey, bringing the community together, everybody playing with each other. Well, what's better than the newest Street Fighter cab having everything already? It's not like we're asking for Alpha 3 or, Third Strike or anything like that. We're asking for the same games that were already released. Then you could play with everybody. So I think that was a big swing and miss, and I think they just copied and pasted the PCB again because of time, money, maybe, who knows. It was just faster to pump these cabs out. But really going to miss, like, possibly not having the Darkstalker series. Even though I have it on the MVSX, it's still nice to play it on, like, a actual Street Fighter cab. TechBuzz is saying Time Crisis went bye-bye. Please don't say that. That's... God, can you imagine? We need to get to the bottom of this, guys.
Well, they've been talking about releasing it for how long now?
I don't know.
It's been a while.
It's been a year.
Yeah.
You want to read the big... Come with some of those? You can start here.
No, that's a lot. You can though.
This is your time to shine, honey. Why don't you
I'm
give?
still trying to wake up from Amelia.
Okay, I'll take the first hit here. You go from there.
You got this.
Christopher Cameron says, no need. I've got Big Blue, and it's modded with RetroArch as well as new Street Fighter. Can have new customers, existing customers of Street Fighter, same lineup. Nothing new. Yeah, agreed. Mark's Mental Arcade. Counsel your MK personalized cab is epic. If Arcade 1UP ever did a free MK4, it would be crap compared to your cab. Yeah, probably yes. They usually mess a little bit up along the way. Vaisal, what's going on, man? Welcome to the chat. He said, I have a Shinku Hadouken that is broke, and I can play all these games on my MVSX anyways. I like the form factor of the new Deluxe Street, but I don't need the games. Exactly. Like, it's one thing to play these games on, like, a multicade, but it just doesn't scratch that, like, nostalgia itch of, like, seeing the marquee. Like, I know it sounds so stupid, but it's just, it's different. And that, like, Dynamo Cab, like, that's going to be cool playing, like, the games on it, even though it is...
See, I'm all for replacing one that we have, like getting rid of it.
Are you talking about, like,
updating the form factor?
Are you talking about, like, a Yoko Flame, Big Blue?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of like the goal. I mean, if we're able to sell Tron, I was hoping to sell Tron to kind of replace it with Time Crisis, but I don't know what Time Crisis seems to be up in the air right now, which is giving me, like, a semi-heart attack over here. Super Fat Habit says, Council Fanboy, you need to freeze frame Danny when he reads the chat. It looks like he's staring at Mount Everest. Ha!
I would be reading. I have a really bad migraine right now.
Yeah,
you don't want me to read.
You're supposed to be in charge of the chat here. You got me. I'm like illiterate. Thor KC, the very best root beer is Henry Weinhardt's Reserve. Sprecker's is very similar and almost as good. Oh, good to know. Yes, we were talking about the root beers. Yep, that was...
I think I messed up. I think they have a Diet Spreckers, and I totally could have gone with that instead of the Zero A&W.
Well, either way, because a lot of people in the chat love A&W, so you can't go wrong there.
Classic.
Rich D says, you think they'll do Daytona? I hope they do Daytona. That would be nice. I also hope that they do Hydro Thunder. I think that would be cool. Is there a racing one that you would love to see? Or
I think I got to play it for like 2 seconds.
Oh, Hydro?
Yeah, Hydro. Yeah. I haven't played Daytona.
What's that one? And I always forget the name, but I have a blast on it. It's an 80s racer that we played together. I think there was three wheels on it. It wasn't off-road. It was a top-down view, and you were like this little car just going around the... It's like this most simplistic thing, but it was so much fun. I would love Arcade 1UP to do that, but like I don't see that happening because it'd be like the only game, unless you compare it with other things. I forgot the name of it. I know somebody in the chat knows it, and if you say it, I think I'll get it. Because it was at Up Down Milwaukee.
Yeah, we'd have to look at the game list again.
Yeah.
So it's a consensus. We are going to get the new one.
What, the Street Fighter?
Yep.
That's the goal. As long as we can possibly sell some stuff.
And what are we selling?
Well, we have a couple of cabs up for sale. We got MK30th or Joust. I want to keep maybe one of them, but they can both go now that we have the Deluxe, Mortal Kombat 2. Tron, Big Blue, Yoga Flame. I mean, we have a lot of options here because there's some cabs that just don't get a lot of gameplay. So it'd be nice. Ideally, I'd like to get rid of the Street Fighters because if we got rid of Tron and brought another Street Fighter, and we'd have literally 4 Street Fighter cabinets. Christopher Cameron says, I can't tell from here. Do you have the recessed monitor mod for T2? If not, do you plan on doing it? It's an awesome mod. So T2, great example. Yes, that recessed monitor mod is pretty dope. I know B Kong did it. I saw his stream when he was doing it live. That does look pretty cool. Unfortunately, that was one of the ones I forgot because it's behind me. That one might be up for sale. I was thinking about maybe replacing it with Big Buck, but I don't know yet. And maybe Time Crisis is dead. I don't know. So it's all up in the air now. But yeah, Terminator 2 just like really doesn't get any gameplay. Like our kids will hop on it, just like hear the rattle in the guns. But it was cool building it, and we played it initially, but the one game, there's just not a ton of replay value there. We got it for like $3.15 or $2.99, whatever the price was.
Like one of the first ones we had.
It was like $3.50, yeah. Well, we got that with Ridge Racer when they had that epic sale. So I picked it up because of the price, but I might end up selling that one just because it just doesn't get a lot of gameplay. Any cabs that don't get gameplay, like there's no point in keeping them around. Let's bring in something that's going to get some gameplay. Super Sprint. I don't think it was Super Sprint, Super Fat Habit, but I could be wrong.
No, it
It
doesn't
was
sound like it.
it was something like a weird title. It's literally 80s. It's like you're looking top down and there's like 4 little cars, each different colors, and you're just racing along the track. And it had like the 3 wheels on it, I think, or 4 wheels or something like that. It's so much. I don't know why I love it so much. It's just like stupid, like addicting fun. Like that would be a cool racing game. Salvador Stern, do you guys play any console games, or is it strictly arcade even when you aren't on YouTube? So
We sold it all
yeah,
to get this.
Yes, exactly. So we had a console. We had like an Xbox Series S.
And the, was it Switch?
Yeah, we had the Nintendo Switch too. God, I missed that.
Yeah, that was a lot.
So we might bring the Switch back because the Switch was cool. We had it in the bedroom. We have a 65-inch TV in the bedroom. We have a 3.1 JBL soundbar in there, so it's rocking. But we loved playing Luigi's Mansion.
That was a lot of fun. I was Guigi.
Yep, Luigi came in clutch. You know what I'm saying? Like we were good as a team, but Mario Party was a fun one. Like all the beat games, and we could play baseball. And
yeah,
I'm trying to think what else. Oh, the cool thing is we had the Street Fighter anniversary on there, so we had all of the Street Fighters.
We had Turtles too.
Oh yeah, we got Shredder's Revenge like towards the end. Yep, you didn't play it, I don't think.
Yeah.
You did once?
Yeah.
Did
How
you?
would I know it was on there?
But you saw because you
I
saw me
played it with
playing
you and Ethan.
Okay, well then. Oh yeah, that's right. We had 3 players playing it. Yeah. Okay, sorry. I'm
Come on.
old man Dan over here.
All right, we got a super chat.
Whoa.
Council
Okay.
Fanboy.
Well, let's see here. Hold on. Got a load. Okay, we got a $4.99 super chat from Council Fanboy. You want to read it?
So Biggie D said he thinks candy cabs are coming. We talked about this today. Do you think he's 100% wrong or just 99% wrong as usual?
Okay, I love Biggie D. Biggie D, I got much love for you. You're just a stand-up guy, but I think you're not even close with this one. I don't know, but I think you're wrong. I don't think candy cabs are coming. My first reaction is either it was something 80s because Michael B just went like, oh, you got all crazy. It's either something like 80s that like he didn't think was ever gonna come out, or it was because this was planned for, and I think the candy cab is what he's thinking about. This was planned for next year's Evo. I think it might be like an Alpha or something like that, or like an SNK versus Capcom. But again, I don't know. It's Arcade 1-Up. I don't think they could pull off a candy cab design. What do you think? We talked about that lately.
I don't really know much about this.
The candy cab is a small cab. You got to sit in front of it.
I gotta look at it.
You got to do your research.
Especially with the next topic we're gonna talk about. I don't think so.
All right, let's see here. We got 43 people in the chat. I really appreciate everybody joining tonight. We're going to get into some gameplay in just a second. We want to answer you guys' questions and feedback. I know we touched on the Street Fighter Deluxe. I was going to touch on the Action Arcade. Was that what it's called?
Yeah. What's your take on that?
Well, when I was talking to Travis MCP, I thought it was going to be more of like a 3/4 scale. And then when I got to seeing like Michael B's video that he came out with, I started to understand a little bit, okay, yeah, they probably wouldn't cannibalize their sales like that by making it 3/4 scale, because if you have all the games, why would you go buy if you bought Street Fighter for $12.99 or something, why would I go buy a Street Fighter cab for $500?
So you can buy any game off of it?
I don't know. This is something that's like in the works, but it looks like it's going to be almost like a countercade, or they're going to do like a mobile version where it could be like on a controller. I don't know. It looks like they did some like filings for it and stuff, so it's something that will probably come out in 2024, but if it's like a countercade, like that's a hard pass. Like, so it just wouldn't be for me. Like I like the 3/4 scale, so it would be cool though, like having something on your phone that you can slap together and just play while you're in bed, kind of thing.
That would be cool, yeah.
All right.
I don't foresee like a 3/4 scale messing with anything though. We have the MVSX, which has the high-low hack. Did that stop you from buying anything else, or is that going to stop you from buying anything else?
It's true. I think it's because there's not much nostalgia. Like, it's not the form. Like, it's not. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. I guess I'm. See, it's not going to stop me or us.
Right.
But it might stop somebody else, because if they just have a multi-cade, well, why would I need to get anything else?
I think it tailors to different customers, maybe bringing new customers over. I don't know.
Could be. I don't know. Time will tell on that one
Yeah.
for sure. But okay, what are your guys' thoughts in the chat? Let us know. We got a $3.99 super chat from Kevin Clausen. You want to go ahead and read that?
I'm late to the show. What's up, guys?
What's going on, man? Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
You didn't miss anything. We got a late jump to the show, courtesy of our daughter, family first. She didn't want to go to bed. But we're here now, live, ready to go. Looks like we got another super chat if you want to read that one. That's from Visal.
$5. What is the rumored reason for the time crisis? I like that.
The time crisis crisis.
The time crisis.
Ah, that is.
We're trying to figure that out. That's a great question.
Yeah, it looks like there's some some paperwork that I don't know, something. If you want to bring it up, that there's something that's going on. Let's see if we can do a little bit digging for you guys.
Anything to bring up.
Go to.
Oh, what are you doing?
Go to here, and then we'll go.
I don't want to turn volumes on.
We won't.
Are they?
Yep. And then go to the community tab. Let's see what we got here. Biggie D's Arcade says they're actively considering CornerCade. What's going on? What do you mean for what? Fill me in. Maybe I missed it or something. I started the super chats. You're welcome, CornerCades. Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Council Fanboy. Appreciate it as always.
He really wants to be a moderator.
I gotta figure out how to do all that stuff.
Well, we don't have a computer yet, so we need that. That's step one.
Yeah, step one is getting a laptop. Once we get step one, it's gonna be all downhill from there. So it'll be good downhill from there. That'll be good downhill. We're gonna keep the ball rolling because then we're gonna get the Elgato face cam, and I think we'll pretty much be set up from there.
So it looks like there is a request for dismissal on the FCC.
So what does that mean?
I can't read.
Let's put it into people's terms. There's a request for a dismissal. So does that mean like there's like some technicalities that they didn't resolve, or?
Yeah, I'm not sure what any of that means.
Thor KC says, I wonder if Time Crisis is the game that keeps getting pulled back because Namco gets wild of leaks or plans to mod. Yeah, I mean, Travis MCP and Michael B, they kind of touched on that. It's something I didn't know. Like, sometimes we get too hungry for the leaks, and then if a certain like company or licensor like finds out about these leaks, they can pull titles, and it's happened once already before. Excuse me, it happened once already before the arcade went up. I'd be interested to see what that title was.
So it looks like cancel of licenses.
Well, that really sucks.
I wonder why.
What? So if that's already built, what happens? Yo, we need to contact Arcade One Up as a community, because if that's already built sitting on a boat, what are they gonna sink it? Like they got to do something with it. TechBuzz says, actually, you have a better chance of getting another Pac-Man, Biggie D. Yeah, because Biggie D said, Sam, I'm buying Time Crisis day one. If Biggie D makes a day one purchase, I think Hello Free's over. I don't think he's ever... He waits for the sales. Like, he was jumping for joy when he got that 150 Ki.
I don't blame him.
They're expensive, but we always give Biggie D shit at the end of the day, because... He's always like, he's the cheapest. Oh, P-Dub says he's the cheapest home arcade YouTuber. We got a $1.99 Council Fanboy Super Chat. I pray that Time Crisis gets canceled. That's 5 videos. Oh, yeah, for sure. Like, the whole arcade community is going to go buck wild on that one. Decade Slippers. I have a PCB being shipped when it comes in from customer support. So Arcade 1UP confirmed today a shipping container coming to port in September. Are we talking about Time Crisis, or are we talking about something else here? TechBuzz says, Big Buck Hunter was leaked 3 years before it was launched. Time Crisis maybe 3 years out.
3 years.
Yeah, I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait for
year,
stuff.
Though.
This is brutal. Community, we got to do something. This is not cool. That would only be, the only cabs in that we got was 2 Fast and Furiouses and an MVSX. Well, we did get the Class 81 and the Deluxe Mortal Kombat, but those were like rehashes that we kind of had before. So really it was...
Yeah, but this is the rehash year.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this year.
Well, take another Pac-Man and a Street Fighter
right?
and a virtual high
five. Oh,
yeah,
we did get the Dig Dug cab too. That was kind of cool. We do have a Joe Sabo's marquee in the works. I think it's been like a month and a half since I ordered it, but we're gonna do a video on putting that marquee on, because that marquee needed a lot of work. Stupid Fat Habit says it will get delayed and will drop when people least expect it. people have access to the ports unless it lands on a helicopter. Yeah, I mean we do have all that information. It breaks all the time with port news.
All right, we got to figure out that racing game. You're killing everybody.
Oh, the racing game. Yes. Okay, so go. Yeah, why don't you go to? You might be able to go to .com on that one. Go to Up Down Milwaukee, and we're gonna find out that racing game for you guys because it's a dope game, and I'm sure that everyone here likes to play it as well. I mean, for an '80s like simplistic racer, very addicting. Kevin Clausen says, "Are you guys joining any other podcasts? I feel like you guys are about to blow up." Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate it.
We're a solo act for now.
Yeah. So as you guys saw with our Travis MCP interview, like in order for us to have something on the show, we got to have a laptop, and right now we're working off our phones, and we just can't hear properly. The audio stinks. So for right now, it's solo dolo until we can earn enough money through our YouTube channel to go out and get a laptop, which will hopefully happen sooner than later. I would love to have guests onto the show. We have a whole arcade community that I would love to give shout outs to and talk arcades with. My wife, we would love to do that. Anywhere from big time YouTubers to small time YouTubers. I mean, the first person to really have me on was P-Dubs, which was really cool. And then Michael of All Trades, Moat. Shout outs to you for having me on as well. And then I got the chance to join the Super Game Room dudes for one episode where I talked to 19K Fox, Nostalgia, Michael B. the Game Genie. So that was pretty cool. Just like, kind of get my feet wet and saying hi to everybody. Because I watched all of you guys, like, when we were just starting. And that's how, we got into this home arcade space from everybody here in the community. So it was definitely super cool.
Was it Super Sprint?
Let me see. You want to hold this and read the chats real quick? Let me zoom in here and see if this is the one. Yes, it was Super Sprint. All right, let's see. Let's show the chat here. I don't know how well they're gonna pick that up there, but that's the one. I mean, for me, that was a pretty dope game. It was fun. You guys like Super Sprint at all?
All right, we've got another $4.99 console fanboy super chat. For Mrs. Cornercade, for her face on my thumbnail that I stole, it got me 1,500 views. Thank you. Anytime.
We're just trying to help support the community, spread the love. We got another super chat here. Looks like Kevin Clausen with the $5 super chat. Thanks for the explanation.
We can't talk tonight. Just forgive us.
It's been a late night. Dude, I couldn't even sleep. I got like 4 hours of sleep last night. I don't know if you guys can tell, but for some reason, I just couldn't fall asleep. I think it was the first time ever.
He was really excited to see you guys.
Oh, God, I was so excited about that arcade one-up breaking news. Yeah, it was, I just tossing and turning. It was bad. Like, I never had that before. I was up at 4:30 in the morning.
Too much root beer, guys.
Speaking of which, we got to crack those open. I think we should get to some gameplay here. I already
cracked mine open. I don't know what you've been doing.
Yeah, we've been trying to hold down the show here. Super Sprint, Thor KC says Super Sprint was a ton of fun with a group of friends. Yeah, it'd be like so dope. Even if you just put like 2 wheels on there, if they couldn't do the full like three wheels, like that game was just fun. I don't know what other games you could put on there. I don't know if Off Road was made by the same company or I wouldn't know all those technicalities. Like for me, that game was like too late. Like
I think that was the first one that I played there, wasn't it?
As far as like the first cab, I don't know, maybe.
I think so. Yeah. Or maybe the only one I got a chance to play.
Yeah, that's a whole nother story. Hashtag toddlers.
Yeah.
Stupid Fat Hobbit. It's all about marketing now. Companies lending licenses out, wanting their games to not just be another release. They want promotional work done. Blitz during the NFL season, Fast and Furious for the movie, etc., etc. Yeah, it's kind of like a just a culture tie-in. Trying to strike the needle where it's hot on certain like release titles because games are so old that it's like. They got to do something to generate buzz. And I always thought, too, like, I asked Travis MCP in the interview that we had that, if Arcade went up right now wanted to make a Sega Star Wars trilogy, can they? Like, do they have the hardware? He said, yes. Undoubtedly, they own the licenses. They can put it out. Now, here's the question I have. Who at the retailers doesn't know what a Sega Star Wars trilogy is? It's Star Wars. Like, this is where I'm wondering, like, why haven't we gotten this yet? We got the 80s Atari Star Wars, or like, so I want to know what's going on as far as like why hasn't that been made? There has to be a logical explanation because I'm telling you that title specifically, and there's so many arcade titles, but that title specifically, day one sellout, 20,000 cabs done. It's like the holy grail. We all in the home arcade community know it, and anybody that's not in the home arcade community would buy that thing. It's Star Wars.
Council Fanboy wants to know what your thoughts are on Arcade 1-Up getting an online game store.
Yes, we touched on that a little bit. I think if it was in like the 3/4 scale, it'd be kind of dope. But it's rumored, I guess, to be in like a countercade form or like on your mobile device. I don't know. I mean, I have the MPSX, so I guess time will tell. I guess like what kind of titles they're gonna put out.
Just trying to like test the waters and introduce it small and then go large.
Maybe. I mean, ever since iArcade went down, that was kind of like their motto is that they didn't have the banger titles.
Yeah,
Arcade
maybe
One
this
Up
is
has
just
the
like
banger
a quick
titles.
way to get those customers on board.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. I mean, it looks like from what we're hearing that in 2024 it's gonna be an exciting year. They're gonna try a lot of stuff. It looks like it's the year of the XL2, which kind of sucks because we don't have XL cabinets. We just got the 3/4 scale. So I'm hoping that they can bring at least 2, 3, 4 like banger new titles that are fresh that like we can get excited about as a whole arcade community.
Tech Buzz says Disney has to sign off on everything Star Wars related.
Okay, so
Which makes sense.
So you don't think you guys don't think that would happen? They'd be like, nah, we're good. Kind of like Nintendo, like they're never gonna release like a Donkey Kong cab or anything like that.
Did we order the CasinoCade? Biggie D, Danny's friend did, right?
Yep. So that was before you got here, so we did touch up on that. My friend did confirm it that we ordered it. I know other places are getting it, like the Home Shopping Network and stuff. So at Best Buy, I think it said it on the 3rd or the 5th of September. So we'll see what happens. We have a tentative live unboxing for you guys. So literally like the millisecond we get into this house, we're going live. So we will definitely show you everything about the CasinoCade. If you have any questions, anything like that, and then I'll probably do a formal like review on it later.
So this is available elsewhere, it looks like?
Yeah, it just opened up to HSN and a couple other places as well.
Why is it on pre-order at Best Buy?
I don't know. It's like a Best Buy exclusive. Again, it's one of those like the right foot.
Not very exclusive.
The right foot, not talking to the left hand, like classic arcade 1-Up, where it's like this is where like that voice I would be
exclusive for like 2 days down. Couldn't even order it.
And then the other ones that they came out, the Mortal Kombat, the Pac-Mans, all that, all that that was exclusive for like a whole like almost 2 months.
Yeah.
It sucked.
Interesting.
So like that was weird.
Yeah, see North, we haven't ordered it yet. So we have this thing where we're gonna get it in. And we're going to get you to play it, and you're going to love it, and then we're going to order it.
See that like...
Or it'll already be on its way.
When I think like, arcade, the CasinoCade doesn't help me. Now, I will tell you this. Like, for me, no nostalgia. Like, I want like classic arcade, Hydro Thunder, Killer Instinct, like, NBA Jam, like all these like titles, WrestleFest. But for someone like my friend Brian, for example, he doesn't have any arcade 1-Ups in his house. And I always talk about it. I've shown him the room before. He said it's dope. It's sick. He's got a huge basement that he could do really cool stuff with. He has a couple real slot machines. The second I told him about this CasinoCade and showed him pictures, he's like, I'm all in day one buy. Which that's what Arcade 1-Up is targeting. They're targeting a new demographic to bring into the community. Because then Brian might say, okay, well, this is cool. Maybe the next CasinoCade that comes out is like the Price is Right or something, CasinoCade, or whatever game show that they have themed. And he gets another one. Or maybe he dips his toes in and say, okay, like my kids and my wife liked it. Maybe I'll get like a racing cab, the Fast and the Furious or something. That just went on sale. It's now $3.99. Let me get that. Who knows? So now you just like increase your demographic, because we in the home arcade community probably don't even make up 1% of Arcade 1-Up's like total sales. Like it's very like we're a very niche thing in a big scope of where they're pulling all their money from. I mean, like they were sending cab reviews out to like TikTokers and stuff, Like you'd think people, that are in the home arcade space would be getting cabs to review because we're not even. We're just like a little ant in the grand scheme of things. So
Yeah.
I don't know what else you got. Kevin Claus has got something up top. Looks like.
All right, so Kevin says, if they release Star Wars trilogy, won't it steal sales from the existing Star Wars cab? It'd be good for us fans, but from business perspective.
No, there's no way. Like
I don't know, because I feel like we've got the old one, right?
Mm-hmm.
The new form factor. I feel like people, when they found out that one was live again, they were buying that one up.
Yeah,
still.
because you got the coin
Yeah.
door, the black trim.
Yeah.
You
And
got,
I
like,
think
the
with Star
artwork.
Wars, like that brings a whole new customer. Kind of like the Fast and Furious is going to be people that don't necessarily have arcade one-ups.
That's one of those.
All over their house.
That's what I feel is one of those titles that's like, oh shit, like I want to get that just to put in my like movie room or whatever.
It's like that furniture piece that
yeah,
they were
like
talking about.
that's like the Pac-Man piece, but of like Star Wars and hardcore people and other people. Like because of Star Wars, everybody knows it. Second Star Wars trilogy is just so dope. Like it's such a cool game. The graphics still hold up today. It's just very fun. It'd be cool if they remade that, like did a part 2, but had like the newer stuff in, or like the prequels that they did. That'd be pretty cool.
Zohar's super chats make me crack up. So as you are talking, I'm over here reading his super chat, laughing. All right, so we've got a $4.99 super chat from Council Fanboy. I just want to say this is the best show on YouTube, and One Up would be crazy not to hire Danny. Yes, but I can't part with him, so there's a problem there. He would definitely have to work from home.
Yeah, I can do that.
And the entire family, when he travels, would be toting along behind him.
We gotta bring the whole crew in. I can't leave wifey behind.
I have some, like a list of needs and wants. Also, can Katie say, I love Zohar? I have a video idea, thanks. I love Zohar.
Oh god, this is gonna be going crazy now.
I look forward to the video.
To the 10 remixes and stuff like that. Yeah, I appreciate that kind words, Council Fanboy. Like, I think like working for Arcade One Up would be like a dream job. I mean, we all have our jobs every day that we work, but I think just like the passion with home arcade and like bringing back the nostalgia, it's just rubbed an itch that it's changed my life forever. I know it sounds kind of stupid, but look, we have a whole room of this stuff. Like, so it's just changed everything. Like, I'm not even interested in playing Modern Warfare or anything like that. Like, I want to get into retro gaming and stuff like that. It really has opened up a whole new world to both of us. I mean, when you got into like the Mortal Kombats and the pack, you're like, I remember playing this as a kid.
I would just like to say, whoever was playing Mortal Kombat this afternoon, it was Danny playing, not me.
No, it wasn't. It was Eastside Savage. I don't know if you guys seen that guy before, but yeah, no, he dusted us, dude. You can't play Mortal Kombat online because you guys are just way too good. You know all the fatalities. It's unreal. I actually enjoy it because then I get to see those fatalities that I'll never see before.
That was fun. I played, how many rounds did I play?
Only like 5, maybe.
God awful, but it was fun. That's all that matters.
You never know if you're going to face like one of our kids, me, or my wife. It's just kind of like a roll of dice. So depending on what cab everybody's on.
Very rare for me to jump in.
So we got Tech Buzz saying I'm trying to chase some.
So you're talking about the show.
What show? Our show? Their show?
Their show. Tech Buzz.
Tech Buzz show? Tech Buzz, you got an opening slot? Have we filled that yet? Are you just rolling 3 deep? What's going on?
You may do something solo.
Okay.
With random guests.
That's always good.
Eastside Savage sucks. I beat him so many times. Well, he was playing me, though, so I'm not that great.
Yeah, I think I've won like 3 games online in Mortal Kombat. It's not too good. All right, so let's see.
Working for Arcade One Up is going to be me, Chris Farley working for Callahan Auto Parts. We won't take no for an answer. No, okay.
That's right. Let's go, dude.
Callahan Auto Parts.
Let's see here.
It's dangerous.
Tech Buzz said, so if Danny took over for Travis, that would make him Corny NDA or Danny NDA. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to talk about some stuff. I don't know. I think it would be cool. I think it'd be cool, like being that bridge
Oh
gap.
God, I feel like yes, you can do anything, but your poker face, it's great and all, but something you're really passionate and excited about, I don't know that you'd be able
Well,
to.
I mean, Cyrus is, I always get back to him. Like, Cyrus is very passionate about everything, but he doesn't really leak anything away or
Yeah.
anything. So I guess we just have to see. Time would tell, Like,
You'd be like, no.
I think it's just being that voice.
Big smile.
It's being a voice for the voiceless and asking the pressing questions and wanting to be better at the end of the day. Like, we love Arcade 1-Up, but there's a lot of things that they don't do right, and like, there's a lot of questions that should get. I mean, Travis did an incredible job. Like, I don't know if anybody would be able to fill his shoes. But it's just like questions that you always have to ask yourself, like, why is this done like this and why is this done like that? And a lot of it's like the marketing too. It's like, how does this stuff get leaked out? Like when you say something, like it just happened. The casino key was an exclusive. 3 days later, it's on HSN. Like, and I think at the end of the day, we just got a bunch of like 20-year-olds in marketing that just, I don't know if they all know what's going on at the end of the day. I don't know. I don't have those answers, but it'd be really cool to just get some insight to see like how things are done and get a veteran voice in there kind of thing.
Console fanboy. Danny working at 1-Up would be like, you guys, I really can't say that Star Wars trilogy is coming.
But Star Wars trilogy is coming.
What is it?
Just blink once, right? Like. All right, guys. If it's okay with you, we got 32 people in the chat. We're rocking and rolling here. I think we should maybe get started on some Rootbeer Tapper gameplay. So what we'll do is we'll still be mic'd up, of course. We're gonna get the gameplay started. We'll still answer your questions. It's just we won't be on camera. So if we want to flip this all around, give us just a second. Maybe you could read the chat while I'm doing it, and then we'll kind of go from there. Okay, guys?
Wish these were flat.
Wish what was flat?
Anything.
Oh yeah, the game decks.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if we can bring this over here. This is where it'd be nice to have like another cam to like set this up. If you want to hold that. And then you could read the chats directly on that phone.
Oh, I didn't even realize.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's a foot.
All right, let's bring this guy over here. We'll see if we can make it tall for you guys so you guys can see. How's that? It kind of looks a little blurry. Do you think you can, if I go, am I blocking the camera? You want to look at the camera right here? Am I blocking that if I'm playing like this?
Yes.
Okay.
What if you go in from the side, like we did with
Oh,
Miss
yeah.
Pac-Man? You don't want to head on like that.
Yeah, let's try that. Sorry, guys. We're just kind of adjusting things, getting for the right angle for you guys to see. Han, do you actually want to jump in first?
Yeah.
You could be...
It's like an obstacle course in here.
All right, let's see. Okay, maybe we can bring this a little closer now. So you guys can kind of get the best vantage view here. Can you guys hear the volume okay in the game?
Have we played this on this cab?
No, not really. We've more so played it on MK30th and the Mortal Kombat that we had before.
That's what I thought.
Can you guys hear the gameplay? Can you hit start? How's that sounding for you guys?
Oh. I don't know how I want to play this.
Yeah, you definitely have to play it like where you're like Rootbeer Tapper in.
No, I'm saying with the button or the joystick.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like when you're tapping, like with the two joysticks.
Oh, I hate this game. I always mess it up.
All right, we just had to do a switch, little change of laundry right there. But we're back. Let's go. All right, let's see what we're doing here. So
I wasn't paying attention
you got
at all.
past the first stage. Yeah, they shake up the drinks a little bit. That's funny. How's the gameplay, guys? Can you guys see everything? Oh, you're already on the next stage. I'll take a look at the chat here, trying to answer you guys' questions. TechBus says, put the camera between you by your shoulders. Hopefully I won't block it once I get in, but we'll make some adjustments for you guys. Make sure you guys can see everything.
Oh my god.
Council fanboy, no one cares about the sound, I promise.
Oh no, oh no, oh no.
Oh, did you die?
Yeah.
Where's the lives at? Are they up in... Oh, you have one left?
I only died once.
Maybe we only set it to 3. Super Fat Habit says, maybe Time Crisis got delayed because Namco didn't want to share release space with 6 other rehashes in their window, their own promotional release window. Could be. I'm hoping it doesn't get delayed.
I'm god awful.
You on your
at
last
this.
life, you have 6,000 points
I'm
here.
actually doing better than I usually do.
Yeah, Toxin, this game can get really crazy.
Danny's actually really good at it.
Oh, no, don't set me up for failure. All right, so game over. Well, look at that. You finished with an even 7,000 points.
Let's go.
Put your initials in.
Oh.
So I got to beat 7,000 here.
I don't even know how to.
With the joysticks, I think. And then I'm gonna be rocking this out right here. So let's go.
There you go.
TechBus says maybe Arcade 1UP is buying iArcade. How's that for a swerve? That would be a swerve.
That'd be funny.
All right, guys, I'm hopping in here. Can you guys see okay? Am I blocking it at all?
It's delayed, so.
Okay.
No, you're fine.
Okay, cool. All right, guys, here we go. This is go time. I'm the best server in the Midwest. These sticks are a little bit bigger on the MK. It's something I got to get used to. They're a little bit taller and a little bit thicker.
Biggie D wants to know if you regret not buying an iArcade.
No, because of the simple fact, like, well, Mystery Encoder's got that hack out though. You can get all the games, right? Chat, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, that would be pretty cool to have. But the light up marquee, I know it sounds stupid, but the light up marquee like really affects it. I know you can get aftermarket, but I don't know. I was thinking about it. We were kind of on the fence. Oh god, it's getting rowdy. Oh, they like did you dirty there. They gave me 2 glasses. Guys, has anyone here played Rootbeer Tapper? Like,
I was just gonna ask.
In their home arcade?
Because I didn't know there were 2 different ways to fill the root beer.
Yeah, this is
So
the
you can
way you're
use the
supposed to play.
joysticks, or you could use the button. I've been using the button until today.
The button just feels weird to me. This is how you're supposed to play. But to each their... Oh shit, oh shit, oh no, I fucked up.
Console Fanboy says if you get an iArcade, we're done, Danny. So hard you can't leave us.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get one. They're not even like for sale anymore. I mean, you probably get one off Marketplace or something.
Alright, Ralphie uses the joysticks.
Yeah, gotta use the joysticks.
How did I even figure out that the button was the thing? I think I was like stumbling and I didn't remember how to play it when I hopped on.
Guys, it's go time. I got the dancers out now. We're serving. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, she got it just in time. Did you see that? She was like watching the dancers.
Better chill. You're almost at my score.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna crush this. Hopefully. I don't know. I don't have any lives. I don't think. It's getting rowdy, guys. I'm only one bartender.
See, Pedro didn't know about the joysticks either, so I'm not alone.
Oh, he didn't know? Like, they just took me to the cleaners, but I did beat your score. Oh, see, that was a game over, so it was close. Yep.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Yep,
Dang.
8,000. So I took game one, guys. It's a cool thing. I don't think we've ever played on this cab before, so...
Mark's Mental Arcade wants to know if you've ever been under the influence of illegal drugs in the CornerCade.
That's a negative. That is definitely a negative. Have you, honey?
No, absolutely not.
All right, so we're on game 2, guys. Let's go. Oh, Mike Hawkhurts, welcome to the chat, man. I have the call and number and passcode for the iArcade meeting next Tuesday morning in Delaware, but there hasn't been any dates and docket in some time. Wait, I thought iArcade was done. They're having a meeting? Jason, I'm here for the dancing girls in Tapper. Yes. Looks like my wife just unlocked them, so no, don't serve that guy.
No, he's hanging out.
Yep, exactly. Salvador Stern, you guys don't smoke weed, it's legal. No, we don't do any drugs, man.
It's not legal in Wisconsin.
It's not in Illinois, is it, or?
Aw, dang it. What? In Illinois and Minnesota. And I don't know.
TechBus says, it just seems like Skrillage playing Rootbeer Tapper on an MK cab. Yeah, it's a little bit different, but you know. Oh, okay. So Mike Hawkert says that is for the iArcade bankruptcy court hearing happening on 8/15. Yeah, that's crazy. That's some crazy stuff there. Toxic says, haha, Danny said Mike Hawkert's name so fast, streamers always break it up on purpose. No, dude, I'm going in. Like, this is go time. You're about to break your old score, probably.
I'm not paying attention.
Oh, Salvador Stern says he's from New York, yeah?
New York.
Ralphie, I'm smoking right now. Hey, no hate against it, but we just don't do it, you know?
Oh, boy. Oh, no. I know, I suck.
Yeah, we got to get that $2 that's laying out there.
Huh?
The little tip, the money that they leave. Okay, now watch carefully.
I don't even know what I'm looking for.
So you're looking at the one he didn't shake. So this one right here, I think.
Fantastic.
I wasn't paying attention.
I already lost it.
Oh, let me see if I can get it. Let me see if you lost it. I'm gonna see if I can get it.
You weren't even watching.
I think it's this one right here. Chad, is it that one? No,
oh my god!
I pointed to this one.
If it's that one, I'm gonna freak out.
They don't show you.
It's not.
Oh,
good.
it's not. Okay. Well, I guess
what do you mean they don't show you?
I guess they did.
Show you.
Console Fanboy says, well, I had this cab. I had no idea you used the 2.6 for Tapper. Yeah, it's pretty cool that they did that. That's like, you know, just like the real arcade.
Thirsty people. Oh, what am I doing?
Dane Marshall, welcome to the chat. He said, hey, do you guys play Defender much on that cab? No, not at all. I know Defender's on here. It's just like the controls are kind of hard for it. So it'd be nice to have like more of like a dedicated control scheme for that.
Oh god, I don't have time. Oh my god, what am I doing?
Get those glasses. Oh no, there's too many of them. But you almost doubled your score.
Let's go.
Like you're getting better. 13,000. All right, guys. I gotta get to 14,000. All right, let's go. We got Kevin Clausen with the $3.99 super chat. Can you read this? It says, "Can you read to this super chat like 19K Fox?" Oh God. Okay. Damn. I didn't read that. Okay. So let's see
You
if I
gotta
can.
pre-read the super
Yeah,
chat.
I got a pre-read. I got too excited. I
Come
jumped the
on.
gun. All right, let's see if I can. Should I restart a chat? Like, what should I do? I'm about to hop in here.
I don't know what's happening.
So
I'm
this
lost.
is what we do. So we go like this. So, like, oh, root beer tapper makes me feel so great, but nothing makes me feel great more than this $3.99 super chat from Kevin Clausen. It says, "Oh, can you read the super chat like 19K Fox?"
Oh boy.
How was that? Was that okay? We'll have to test that going forward. I kind of left off here in the chat. I'm gonna hop in here. Okay, guys, 14,000. We're about to root beer tapper this up. Playing off to the side with the camera is kind of like, it's messing me up a little bit because I'm used to being more in front of it.
You're fine.
No, it just like feels a little awkward.
What?
You gotta like stand off to the side. Like I'm
No.
used to standing like right
Oh,
here
yeah,
and
you
like
gotta
scooting
move.
over.
You're
Yeah.
a big guy, so you like
Yeah,
block the entire
I'm
thing.
6 foot. I'm got decent height here.
Everyone's saying it was a good effort.
I'm gonna practice that. As long as we get some super chats flowing, I'll see if I can practice that. Oh God. Man, these people are thirsty for some root beer.
This migraine is not leaving. Hurry up, what are you doing?
I took a sip of root beer. You know, you gotta have the root beer. Oh my God.
You like froze in time.
That's okay, I recovered pretty nicely. Alright, about to get this tip. I like how some people watch it, the girls dancing, but others don't. Like
They
really
get distracted like you did with your root beer.
Yeah, it almost like gets me distracted.
I don't even pay attention. Oh.
Oh God, I gotta get this tip. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I totally messed that up. I'm at 9,000 with 1 life left. I think Katie might take game 2 here.
Let's go. Mark's Mental Arcade wants to know if you have ever played in the TheCornerCade topless.
Me?
Yep, you, not me, you.
No. Wait, have I? No. I was like, oh no, now I missed this. I turned around, looked at my wife. I have no idea which one got shaken up, guys. All right, guys in the chat, which one should I pick? Which one should I grab real quick? No, I don't think I've ever been shirtless in the arcade. Oh God, I only got a couple seconds. Which one should I pick?
The last one to the right. Yep. I don't know why you listen to me. I'm terrible at that game.
Let's see which one it was. I'm usually really good, but I wasn't paying attention. That question threw me for a loop. I haven't gotten to this map yet or level. Oh God. There's too much going on. Oh, I did it, guys. I beat it. I got game 2.
Whatever.
Sorry, hon. I'm in it to win it. Oh no, I'm not gonna get there. I still got 1 life left. How's everybody in the chat?
Quiet.
Is it too late for you guys? Everybody winding down? I can't see the chat at the moment. I'm too busy serving up the custies. Oh, God. Guys, it's my... Oh, I messed up. Oh, no, they took it. It's my Saturday today, so I got tomorrow off. I'm pretty excited about that. Guys, look at me. I'm on fire. Honey, you can't stop this.
I'm like zoning hard.
You can't stop this intense action. Guys, was everybody able to catch the last episode 2 of our Versus series? That Fast and Furious gameplay was pretty fun.
C North is at work focused on gameplay.
Yes, the only way to be.
Says it's 9:07 here in the West.
Okay.
Here. Oh, it's 11:08 here.
Yeah, it's 11:08
here. I
here.
didn't realize how late it was.
We're Central Time. We got a late jump because of our daughter, so.
Toxin said, "Did you just say serving up the custies? Goodbye." Council Fanboy wants to know how much do you hate working at Best Buy?
I don't hate it. He
hates working in general.
Yeah, I mean, like ideally, I mean, nobody wants to work at a job. I think, like I said, a cool dream job would be to work for Arcade 1-Up and to be able to put these cool retro game products on and just have like, you know, when you're passionate about something, you wanna do it. But like, yeah, everybody has to have a job. Everybody has to work. I think it was up to me. I'd just be a stay-at-home dad or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So I took game 2 on that one. So
Kevin says nothing against Rootbeer, but Fast and Furious gameplay was very fun with all the close races. That was fun.
That was dope. For anybody in the chat that said like, hey, Fast and Furious, 30 frames per second, like I get it, all that stuff. But when you're playing like against somebody, it is so much fun. I'm telling you guys, like you guys saw it. Like it's so cool. Can you imagine putting like 4 of those cabinets together? It'd be insane. You can do up to 8 cabinets. You guys know that, right?
Yeah, you definitely have to have more than one. That was a game changer.
All right, let's see what. Oh, Brooklyn Meadows. What's going on, man? How you doing?
See, we got jamming out.
We got Mike Hawkhurts. Says, so I heard the first wave of 15 Wheel of Fortune cabs sold out from Best Buy. Another 15 are coming. I don't know. I think they did that wave though, like in probably what, like I want to say 150 increments or 300 increments to stop the scammers or whatever. They did that for MVC2 too. All right, Fat Habit, take care, man. He says, good night, everybody. This Fat Habit needs some sleep. Good streams, Mrs. CornerCade and Danny. Thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate it. Take care.
Good night. Got my head.
Council Fanboy said, ever have the desire to steal from Best Buy out of the back? The answer is no.
Oh, come on. I lost it again.
Yeah, Mike Hawker's 150 sounds more likely. Yeah, they flipped it on, flipped it off kind of thing for like, I guess,
I got it!
What you got it? That's awesome. Let's go.
That was the first time ever.
Let's go, guys. This will be exciting, though. Once we start, I mean, guys, once we get a PC, I think it's going to be a game changer. Like, having people on and stuff. We'd have a blast.
This guy's, like, not taking his root beer. I don't understand.
Which one? The bottom?
Take
it.
Oh,
the basketball?
He took it.
Oh, you just took it and drank it?
On.
He's thirsty, man. Oh, yeah, you're screwed. You're running. Go up the top. Go up the top. Oh, no. There's too much going on.
Oh, my God. This game's stressful.
Wild said, love Tapper. You guys like Joust on that as well? Yeah, Joust is dope. We have a lot of fun playing Joust, actually. Maybe I'll put that as one of the things.
I'm really bad at that.
My wife literally kills me every time. It's like, what are you doing? But Joust is pretty fun.
Because I never know who I am. Oh, no. Oh my God.
Yeah, Council Fanboy, we do have merch on the store. We actually just showed it off earlier. My wife has a crop top TheCornerCade hoodie.
Where did it go?
I have a hoodie coming in the mail soon. I don't know why they sent them separately, but we have like hoodies, fanny packs, hats, t-shirts. We got it all. We even got stickers up there. So pretty cool stuff. Hoping the TheCornerCade does well enough that Arcade 1UP isn't flirting or filing for Chapter 11. Sorry, it's really small here. But not so many that they are in a rush to put TheCornerCade Volume 2. I'm sure they're ready. I have Jeopardy ready. Yeah, Jeopardy was one of those titles. They had a ton of titles that leaked. There was like 15. Oh, what's that? Oh, what'd you get? Almost so. You guys finished with like the same score almost. Look at that. Very similar. Yeah, my Cockharts, I mean, I'm hoping that they do well, obviously, so they can try more either wacky shit or try to put some funding into stuff that we want. I don't know, at the end of the day, I think that would be better. I know some people kind of hope it fails so they don't do that stuff, but, you know, just being a positive thing, I think at the end of the day that if it does well, they'll have more backing, just like with the Pac-Mans, and the money to go ahead and do that. To you know throw more money towards titles that we want to do and stuff that we like. But at the end of the day, I like nothing more than this $2 super chat from Kevin Clausen. Thank you so much, man. How was that transition,
I feel like you're too excited. You got to be a little bit more mellow.
I don't know.
Isn't Foxy mellow?
Yeah, maybe 19K Fox is a little bit mellow. I got the energy, man. I'm like,
you do. There's literally no stopping it.
Everybody's got their own thing. I got the energy. I don't know what to say. Hey, Kevin Klaus, that's what we're here for. Practice makes perfect. That's only my second chance. Maybe you can try it too, honey.
Absolutely not.
There's some chats here if you want to get to those. I'm going to fire up the... let's see if I can beat my wife and get 14,000 here, right?
Kevin said, Katie is right, but great effort. Mark wants to know if we can make a TheCornerCade bikini. My wife wants to buy one, but needs to see Miss TheCornerCade in it first.
LOL.
I don't know about that.
I don't think they have that on the store, though. They have, like, yoga pants. I saw that.
Council Fanboy said, I hate Tapper so much, but what I don't hate is another super chat from Fox.
That's beautiful. Where are all the mainstream arcade YouTubers? Where are they at? We got plenty of time to chill and chat with some Rootbeer Tapper. There's no breaking Arcade 1UP news. Let me try to get this tip. Boom. Boom, boom, boom.
All right, Mike says, I'd prefer they just stick with arcade games. I think the ActionCade patent filling means there are plans to use iPhone and Android phones as the processors for future products.
Yeah, I'm hoping, because, like, you know, I obviously hope that they're not, like, money crunching and they're hurting for money, but, like, I'm definitely only for, like, the nostalgia titles. That's where it's at.
We got another super chat from Kevin Clausen. Kevin, I know it's my turn, but I have no idea what we're doing. And I am not mocking Foxy on our stream here.
Here, you wanna jump in and I can read the chat real quick?
Go ahead.
We'll break the rules just a little bit for you guys and see if my wife can beat her own score.
Oh no, I just died. So there's that.
Oh, well, you just died right out of the gate. But nothing's gonna die out of this gate
happening?
Because we just got a $5 super chat from Visel, and he says, even though I love Time Crisis, this super chat is much nicer. Thanks, Visel. That's awesome.
Oh, no.
Thank you, man. I appreciate the super chat. I really do appreciate it, guys.
Oh no,
Council Fanboy does not like 19K Fox.
Oh no.
Kevin Clausen says, Fox is awesome. I get a kick out of the transitions. Yeah, he does them pretty well. He's got those cool little effects that he does with like sending people to the pit and all that jazz. We don't have anything like that at the TheCornerCade yet. But maybe in the future with your guys' support, we can get that PC that we're looking for.
Zohar, I like to stay neutral.
Yeah, that's a good question. There's nobody that I really hate in the home arcade community. That's not really like my.
We're definitely not a drama channel.
Yeah, that's not where. Yeah, I don't hate anybody. Like, you know, nobody's perfect. Everybody has their ups and their downs. Like, we're not perfect, but I just want At the end of the day, like it's about the games. At the end of the day, you know. I'm gonna grab a sip of this root beer.
Kevin said it should be a law to transition to super chats.
Huh. Well,
We'll have to come up with our own then.
yeah. Well, what you do is you're talking about something, and then like, well, that like, okay, yeah, that would be a great idea, but nothing's like, I don't know. It's hard to do this. He's like the master at doing that. And then you say like, oh, well, nothing's like more of a great idea than this super chat from Kevin Clausen, our council fanboy, and it just goes on from there.
Did you say the $5 from Visel?
Uh, yes, I read that one already. Yes.
I don't know where I was.
Well, guys, I think I beat my wife. What, 2-1?
Yes, Kevin, I'm concerned about this whole Fox thing.
What Fox thing?
He said, Katie, you think if you try it, you are insulting Fox? I don't think so.
Yeah, that's true. Everybody like council fanboy
I'm
saying.
gonna sit in my corner on this one still.
Everybody should be themselves at the end of the day. That's why when I'm like, me being just like positive and happy and full energy. That's just who I am. Like
And I'll be the socially awkward one.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm the same person on stream or off stream. You're not getting anything different. The only thing that's different is there's a camera in front of us. That's it. Yeah, but they're just going in track more here. But I think I beat you 2-1. So there's that. For everybody keeping score at home,
Sure. All right, what's happening? Have you beard out?
Is there anything else? Let's see. Let's check the chat real quick. Thor KC says, I feel like he is trying to give his show a cohesive professional feel. So even when it comes off cringe, my inner AV nerd respects it. How are we? Are we pretty professional, Thor KC, in the chat? How do we conduct things here? Is it a little bit more loose? I'd like to know your guys' input. We're always trying to get better, too, at the end of the day. We want to give you guys the best experience possible.
All right, we got another super chat from Kevin. Being yourself is amazing, but nothing is as amazing from this $5 super chat from Kevin.
There you go. Look, you did the transition. Look at that. You got it on point. That's awesome. Yeah, Andy's Game Room. That's pretty much what it's about. I think like if and when we're able to get a laptop, we can book more like, I don't want to say serious shows. This is a home arcade podcast. But much like you guys saw with Travis, MCP, when he came on and joined the show, like we can have more like, discussions with other YouTubers and have guests on the show. And then, we could also have the gameplay show that we do. Because I think at the end of the day, it is about the gameplay. And that's really what this community is about is, sharing home arcades and home arcade news and playing the games.
I think I just got broken up with.
What happened?
I said that and then look at what Zohar wrote. That's funny. I'm breaking up with you in my mind. Well, that's just great. Now my video tomorrow is going to reflect this.
All right then.
All right.
Like already then. Well, guys, keep the chats coming. I mean, we finished up the gameplay. We pretty much went over all the arcade 1-up news that was kind of going down. Maybe we could say goodbye to you guys. We just slide the camera back over yonder. Give us just 1 second. If you want to grab those 2 chairs, move them behind me, we'll just flip-flop here.
Oh.
Camera's going to get a little shaky, guys.
What happened to that light?
Oh, I just flipped it. Yeah, this is our crazy setup we got here. This is where we would need like an extra camera probably. going to scoot that chair just a little bit over. And then I'm just going to turn this guy back around. And we should be good. Let's take a look. Lights, camera, action. Oh, beautiful. Awesome. All right, guys, we're back. So that was Rootbeer Tapper. Whoa, this camera looks really high. Let's see how we look here.
Aaron, what you're doing?
It just looks higher than when I had it last. So let's...
It looks okay.
Okay, here, wait. Let's bring it...
No, it's fine.
Okay. The arcades are a little... This is the thing that's kind of stinks when you gotta... Let's try that. All right, here we go, guys. So we are back. That was Rootbeer Tapper. Won 2 games in 1. That was kind of fun. Like that was pretty cool. We'll have a new poll up for next week. And I'll try to switch the games up for something different. But we'll put it up in the next upcoming days to kind of show you guys what the next versus series would be. Sorry, that Rootbeer is like starting to come up now.
Chill.
I don't know if you want to read anything in the chat that we got going on.
I don't know what's happening.
You could start off with Brooklyn Menace there.
Where? Oh boy. You do a good okay, so Brooklyn Menace says you do a good job showing the games, and even though Arcade 1-Up has no HDMI out.
Yeah, no, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, that kind of sucks. Now I realize what like all the other YouTubers were clamoring about, like, no HDMI out, this is ridiculous. Like,
I don't know what that means.
Well, so if we have an HDMI out, we can hook an HDMI cable to the PCB, to hook it up to our laptop, and I would assume, chat, correct me if I'm wrong, there's like OBS or something that you run, Streamlabs, that you can stream the gameplay like directly on, so like they can see, the viewers can see your face, but then see the gameplay, kind of like this. It'd be your face over here and the gameplay right there. Mm-hmm. So it'd be a lot better setup. So how we do it is we just kind of show the cab as much as we can.
Toxin says it's fun to see people play on the cabs. Now I challenged everybody, and I have yet to see anybody do gameplay in the last week. So I'm still waiting to
Still
see
throwing out that challenge. You got to tag us in it so we can see it.
Yeah.
At TheCornerCade. Yeah, I mean the whole premise of this show was like to kind of get our feet wet, like going live, and to bring something different. Like everybody does, a pre-recorded video on breaking news. I'm trying to think what else they do. The live streams, just talking home arcade, and we obviously want to do that. We want to reach out to you guys in the community. Without you guys, we're not a channel. But at the end of the day, it's about the games too. Like, let's get gameplay in, because like that's what this is about. So it's really cool that we kind of just added that we thought of it, and it was credit to you at the end of the day. As throwing up, like, hey, let's do this and let's see what happens. So it's definitely something that kind of separates us from everybody else, but it is super cool. We definitely like it. We definitely like the format. And obviously we would try, as we get better equipment going forward, we're going to try to get like, guests on and stuff like that, and give you guys a chance to ask questions and just have like general home arcade discussions.
Wild Child is going to bed. It's 12:21 a.m. there.
Yeah, guys, I think unless you guys have any questions, we'll give you a minute, but I think that's where we're going to be headed to. It's a late Saturday night, so we want to make sure we're primed and ready to go. Do we have any plans for tomorrow? Oh, guys, so tomorrow's Wednesday. It's half price Dave & Buster's tomorrow.
Oh, boy.
So, kids. You got to think of the kids at the end of the day. That's something that they would enjoy.
Yeah, the kids. Yes, absolutely.
We've been there a few times.
We like to hang out in the vestibule and watch all the cars drive by.
So, yeah, well.
while Dad plays games.
Yeah, so I'm trying to think. So we've gone like twice. It only costs like $30 on for a family of 5 to just play the games. Of course, not eating the food and all that stuff, but. I really do appreciate everyone stopping by again. Like, we really do.
Faisal says he would have heartburn if he was drinking root beer this time of night.
I get
Danny 2 hours from now is going to be dying.
No, I get indigestion. Like, you can feel it's like, kind of thing. But I don't know. That's not heartburn, though. Heartburn's probably a lot worse. But like I said, I do appreciate everybody stopping by tonight. All the consistent people that are always here. We do have a membership that's up. It's like 99 cents for the month. If you guys want to throw $1 to the membership, again, you'll get like special badges and stuff like that, special shout outs. I already know the people that are always here. I really do appreciate it. I mean, Jason, Carl, Mike Hawkers. I mean, it goes on and on and on. Andy's Game Room, Visel, like all the people that come in here all the time. Zohar, Console Fanboy, of course. Like, you don't even need to be mentioned. You're always here. You're one of our biggest supporters. We definitely appreciate it. It's always cool to see like new faces, Tech Buzz sliding in. I know we had Mike of all trades last week come by, but yeah, I mean at the end of the day, we're here for you guys, and we're here to play games and have fun. If there's anything you wanna ask us, or you want to get questions to any of the arcade one up news that we kind of hinted on earlier, let us know.
Sahar said you can kiss that membership goodbye, you Fox wannabe.
No, this is not.
That's his awkward, ha!
This is not. Yeah, this is not a. We're not like shilling the memberships or the money or anything like that. It's just, I think it's cool. I've seen it in other people's streams that like when you become a member, and we have it set to like the lowest. I think it's literally 99 cents. Your name is highlighted and it's starred. So I think it's pretty cool to like actually just have that member badge. Just be like, oh, this is our consistent crew that's always here. It's super cool. It's not a must at all, but it would just be something that was super cool. So.
Someone asked if we have our T2 on a boosterizer. We do not.
No, we do not. Good question.
That is the size.
Yeah,
massive.
All of our, we don't have any cabs on boosterizers. The only one I would consider doing that with would be the old Big Buck Hunter. But if we end up like swapping out T2 for the new Buck Hunter Deluxe, it looks like it's about 8 inches taller, so we wouldn't need to do that. But good question. Carlos says MVSX sometime. Yeah, I did. Like I said, we did put on the poll. It was SNK versus Capcom. We put that on there. But yeah, I can definitely find some games on there. I mean, I could literally, there's like 850 games, so I could literally put it all. And then you guys would probably get tired of just seeing the form factor of the MVSX every time. But I will definitely always spray to all fields as far as like the poll questions go to get kind of all the games in line and in order to have a chance to play. Eventually, I'm sure we'll play everything. I think it'd be really cool too, like if you guys wanted to play us, and we could take you live on camera and play a round of Street Fighter or something.
Maybe that's what we can do next time.
Yeah, I kind of threw it out there for like the MVC2 update to see if you guys wanted to do it, but you didn't get a lot of votes in the poll. Fast and Furious won that one. The one thing I would say though is like when we're live streaming, it's like would that have any effect on the gameplay at all? Like, because our internet's not like the greatest or anything, so it'd be interesting to see. But hopefully that would work. All right, guys. So, it says Council Fanboy says, Danny, please let me know if Run and Gun 2 is on the MVSX, please. Thanks, Fox. So, I'll definitely double check, but I don't think it is. But I will definitely check. Sometime tomorrow I will, I promise. An elder god has arrived. Toxin, who's the elder god? Who's the elder god? Oh, looks like we got a super chat from Jason. Jason with the $10 super chat. Never give up, and good luck. We'll find you, Atreyu. I love Atreyu. Do you know who Atreyu is?
Not a clue.
So, Atreyu is a rock band. I listened to them back in the day. They were pretty cool. I like them. That's a cool quote. I love it. Thank you, man. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate the super chat.
Thank you.
Kevin Clausen says, Danny, what games are you good at online? Would you like to see compete while Mrs. announces, etc.? Kevin. So I was actually really good at Killer Instinct until that bricked because of that update. I'm still salty about that because now I can't go online anymore. But I was like, me and Mike B played. I was destroying Mike B. Not to say like Mike B's any good at Killer Instinct or anything. I'm just saying like we had a fun time playing that. So I'm pretty decent at Killer Instinct. I'm not good at like anything. I think Street Fighter because I mean I guess we would just have to find out I guess in the community, right? Like I'm not a god or anything of any of these games really.
I don't think we really play enough online play.
Yeah, we don't. Like the whole MVC2 update, I like never really went online anyways. I was always just playing against TheCornerCade or against the computer, and that was just fine with me at the end of the day. Yes, I was gonna say Godly is in the building. Look at Godly, I'm an elder god. I knew it when I said like I'm not godly. Like you're the greatest of all time. You know, you're a good player. So
you had a certain tone when you just said that. You're the greatest of all time.
The greatest of all time. Godly, nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by, man. Um, Thor KC, methinks a certain couple needs to watch the never-ending story. Says Kevin Claus says, true, back in my day, arcades weren't online. Correct, yeah, it's a whole new thing. Jason M says Atreyu was from the Neverending Story. Okay, that's where it's coming from. Okay, yeah, I remember. I don't remember the album, but I remember I definitely listened to a lot of songs back in the day. There's so many bands that are in that same category that you listen to. It like brings back memories. Yeah, you listen to what, like country, and you listen to old 80
Not just
rap.
country.
What do you listen to?
Well, right now I listen to nothing. I don't have time to listen to
You listen to
music.
3 Days Grace.
Yes, I used to listen to Flogging Molly. I don't know. There's a lot.
I mean,
I have a very wide variety.
Here we go. Current bands that I listen to now. Okay, so Andy James.
Current music is trash.
Well, so Andy James is he's just a guitarist, instrumental guitarist, phenomenal. If you guys haven't checked him out, check out Andy James. Change your life. I See Stars is good. As far as like rock music, trying to think what else. I mean, everybody listens to Drake. As far as, well, I don't know if it's everybody, but I listen to Drake. I've been listening to a lot of Andy James, just to kind of switch it up. He just shreds. Oh, and Disturbed's new CD. Disturbed's new CD literally sounds like they were back in 2004. Phenomenal CD. Is a good CD. They have a good like 6 songs on there that are definitely banger titles.
Toxin said that you look like a Nickelback kind of guy.
Ha! No, I'm not a Nickelback. Nickelback wasn't bad. I don't know why they got roasted so hard. I listened to a Nickelback was good, but I'm not like a Nickelback kind of guy. Like I'm not going to a Nickelback concert. But I didn't have any hate against Nickelback. I think people just did that because they were like really good at mainstream.
Rootbeer does not suck.
I don't know about that.
Hard. You just need a smile.
Oh yes, Rage Against the Machine, Ralphie Duran. Yes, Rage was awesome. I remember like hearing Rage Against the Machine after like the Matrix credits. Oh, so dope. Like, yes, POD back in the day. I think we could do so many like bands that were back in the day. System of a Down. Trying to think what else. And I had like an old playlist and I had to like dust it off that I had all the bands that I kept in.
We'll have him listening to Insane Clown Posse
Yeah,
by 1
ICP.
a.m.
I don't listen to ICP, man. That's a hard pass for me. Sorry,
Why?
Brooklyn Menace. Have you ever heard Insane Clown Posse?
Yeah.
And you said why? So are you what is that called? A juggalo? Is that what you are?
I have no idea. I don't.
You're gonna go on a wrong train right now because those juggalos take this stuff seriously. That's a whole cult down there. Look at Brooklyn Menace. Do you listen to any? I knew Brooklyn Menace is he loves ICP.
Beastie Boys.
Beastie
I love
Boys
how we
are
like
alright.
veered away from arcades.
Well, I mean
That's fun.
that's part of the show. Like
Yeah.
it's not just it's home arcades, but it's everything else too.
Kevin wants to know why Zohar never asks you to say I love Zohar.
Yeah, Zohar, I love you too, bro.
Oh boy.
You can't put that in a video? He's gonna put it now, he's gonna clip it at the end. Yeah, Brooklyn Menace says we are a cult. See, I told you it's a whole serious thing, dude. Savage Garden, Soundgarden.
Danny is Fox now.
No, don't be doing that stuff. Don't be doing that like when you say oh it's corny again. No, don't be doing that. I'm not no. I'm not Fox. I'm not Fox. I'm trying to think. All my songs are on my playlist, which is attached to my phone that we're using to do this live stream. So I can't. I know. Oh, Bless the Fall. That's another good band. I See Stars. That was the other good
I
band.
don't know any of these people.
They're like not new, but they're like well, they're not new. They're they're like electronic rock and stuff. I'm trying to think. I don't know. I mean, my music's so wide range. Like I listen to a lot of like EDM, dubstep. Like, I mean, it's all over the place. The only thing I really don't listen to is country. Yeah, I mean, I listen to a lot of rock, but I mean, at the end of the day, what's really rocking is this $3.99 super chat from Kevin Clausen. It says, "What is really rocking is this $3.99 super chat." I appreciate the super chat, man. Appreciate it. Kevin, no, look at Council Fanboy. He's like, no, don't hang him on. Oh, it's so funny. Vital says, why are people busting on Fox tonight? He's a decent YouTuber. Much better than the Zohar guy.
Oh, boy.
Well, at the end of the day, everybody brings something to the table. Like, literally, every YouTuber brings, like, their own... Because everybody has their own personality.
Yeah. I mean, imagine if everyone was the same. We wouldn't be going... Like, everyone bounces live to live to live.
We would all be, like, robotic and it'd be the same show. So you definitely...
Like, I even checked out Zohar's live last night.
Yeah, Zohar, weren't you playing people in Mortal Kombat?
Did you get to play anybody in Mortal Kombat?
You were saying that. You were like, nobody played them.
Yeah.
Zohar,
so,
say
like,
in the
if
chat.
we're all the same, that'd be pretty boring.
I'll say something soon. Just wait till it loads up here. I'll take a sip of some root beer. Yeah, but, like, everybody, and everybody's going to like certain people who they like. Like, I'm sure I have a face for radio, and I'm sure my voice doesn't sound the best, but at the end of the day, like, we all bring something to the table. I think the one thing that I'm, you correct me if I'm wrong, but I bring a lot of passion, like, and it's genuine. Like, I hope that I do rub off genuine at the end of the day, because that's what, like, I'm excited for Arcade 1-Up. I'm excited to see what the future feels. It sucks when you have to wait, like, this last year we only got one new title, it was Fast and Furious, and then everything was rehashes. So I kind of upgraded. I want to say a sleeper cab that we got this year was definitely Class 81.
What is a sleeper cab?
Like, one that, like, I didn't think we would get much play. Excuse me. But it got a lot of play. All right, guys. I mean, if you don't have any more questions for us, we're approaching midnight almost, so we're going to wrap the show up. We've probably exceeded the time limit like we always do, but that's, again, for you guys in the home arcade community. Yep. And that's okay at the end of the day. Like, we only go live really once a week. It's kind of like no time limit. We try to keep it to an hour, but we're always in the 2-hour range. So I really do appreciate everybody stopping in. I don't know if you have any final thoughts at all, Katie, but... Street Fighter Deluxe, I guess that'll be the next one. So we need to start the process of maybe trying to sell 1 or 2 cabs, because that'll be kind of cool. But again, the games line is going to be the same. So really, it's just going to be like the form factor is going to be like the big one for us. And seeing that the deck protector removed, and then the added couple of inches of height, being at 63 inches for the height. But yeah, that'll probably be it. So there's nothing, unless anything breaks. Arcade 1-Up breaking news almost happens daily now, so we'll see if anything comes out leak-wise or anything like that, and we will kind of go from there.
Oh, Brooklyn Menace. My wife won't even come in my home arcade. So we were talking about this earlier today, and my question for Danny was, I'm curious as to how you guys are presenting this to your wives, because I'm always in here. I don't think there's really ever a time that I'm not when you are. Mm-hmm. So how are you guys presenting it to your wives? Is it your hobby? Have you included her in it? Does she feel welcome in the arcade? Or is it your, like, man time?
That's a good question. Yeah, like, let us know in the chat. If you guys have, like, a girlfriend that lives with you or something, like, does she approve of this? Do you guys, like, kind of bond over it? I know that's, like, something that, like, this is our home arcade. This isn't my cornercade. And I invited my wife in it. My wife... she's the backbone behind this whole thing. She's the one that came up with the layout, the design. She was fully on board once we got a couple of cabs and the kids liked it. She started getting into it and remembering all the gameplay that she used to play when she was a kid. So it rubbed the nostalgia.
No, I didn't really play in the arcades.
You played.
It was more like
console,
I got excited because you were excited. The way you presented it, it's date night and time to hang out, and you wanted to play the games with me. It wasn't your man time where you needed time away from me. You did a really good job at including me in it. So
that's the one thing.
That was the biggest part, was
That's another reason
Like, why do I want to be in the arcade? I don't want to be in the arcade if you're on online gameplay all of the time.
Yeah,
or,
that's another
like
thing.
even with the YouTube thing, I don't want to be in the arcade if you're always on YouTube and doing your YouTube
doing a show
thing.
solo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I want to do it with you. So I
Exactly.
think it's all on how you present it and it being a team thing, not just a you thing. I don't know.
That's a really good point. I mean, I don't know if anybody...
Getting games that she's excited about too. So what Danny did in the beginning was, all right, this is Arcade 1UP's website. Pick a game. Which game do you want to have? Which one did I say? I think it was... Wasn't it MVC?
So Mortal Kombat was like the first kind of CAD that we had, but MVC was the first real one because I ended up getting that one without a light up marquee and I returned it. So MVC was the first one. Then from there, we got Street Fighter, the Street Fighter, the cool one, the 90s art one that had like the wings. Now that's not cool anymore, but and then we got Pac-Man. I think you were really happy about Pac-Man. That was the big one that came through.
Pac-Man and Frogger
we had
were
those
the two.
three. Frogger came later. Frogger came when we moved into the CornerCade room, actually.
No, I think it was out there. Regardless,
yeah, you're right,
I was still a
was.
part of like which cabs were coming in, and then I started getting excited and figuring out, okay, this is really cool. I love the impact, like with the lights and everything. How can I fit more in here? Because then he was,
Yep.
So we kind of play off of each other's excitement.
Yep, more games, more better. So
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely like lean towards more like 80s titles. So like guys, like if Qbert came out, she would definitely be all over that. I mean, what titles would you be all over if Arcade won? Like, what are like 3 top titles? You know, real quick as we're finishing the show here. Like, what would be 3 top titles that you would say, yeah, I want this to happen?
I can't think of 3 off the top of my head. Qbert is definitely something I want to see.
So Qbert, do you want to see? I'm trying to think what. We sticking strictly to 80s? Are we going to do 90s as well? I mean, there are games that you even liked, like X-Men. You loved that beat 'em up.
Oh, I absolutely did. But
yeah.
The 4-player thing was a buzzkill.
Yeah, we talked about the switch over to the 2-player control decks. But I think, like, for me, it's Hydro Thunder, Daytona, House of Dead would be cool. I mean, there's so many shooters that you can do. A Sega Jurassic Park shooter doesn't get enough love. I know that's the one I showed you gameplay on. She was definitely on board with getting that. But if you could do 1, 2, and 3 with the new rock chip that's coming out from Arcade 1UP, like that would be awesome. The racers would probably be Hydro Thunder, Daytona. I'm not really a Crazy Taxi guy, really. I mean, I had it on Dreamcast, but it didn't really do anything for me.
See, I've got to get the games in front of me.
Yeah. It's hard to think of all these titles offhand.
I didn't grow up in the arcade, so I have no idea. I only know about Qbert because you showed me gameplay.
Yeah, Qbert's kind of like a puzzly one where you're hopping onto different things.
I love the puzzle games.
I'm trying to think. WrestleFest would be cool if it was a 2-player. I wouldn't get it if it's a 4-player. It's just no more 4-players. I would even take a Smash TV cab at this point just to get some like different games in here. Trying to look at some like artwork when Time Crisis is coming. Got Area 51 over there.
Dangerous. So I can't imagine having to ask your wife permission to play arcade machines. I mean, what kind of marriage is it when you have to ask to do things? Yeah.
That's a good point.
It's a good point. Again, it's the involvement. So Danny and I don't really ask. It's more like he's turning on the arcade and I kind of look at him like, is it really on? I didn't want to go in there. But then he gives me that like side smile and just kind of slowly creeps in here and I kind of follow him.
Yeah,
so
one of the...
It's not really asking permission. It's usually like a look.
So one of the things, like, when we obviously, like, want to be able to go on, like, date nights and stuff, but, like, with having kids, it's a little bit harder. I have to get a sitter. Our kids really don't do well with, like, other sitters and people because they're so attached to mom because she's a stay-at-home mom. And they were COVID babies at the end of the day. So, so we have a 1 and a 3-year-old, so... they didn't get to go out and experience a lot of stuff. I'm not trying to make excuses for anything because obviously if somebody came over for a while, they'd probably get used to them. But we don't have that opportunity to really like go out to the arcade. So that's why we brought the arcade to us at the end of the day. And that's really how all this started.
It's honestly something that I didn't think I would be into.
No, not a
I
million years.
hated it in our living room. It was absolutely
That's where
an eyesore. It drove me insane, and I don't really think I got into it until we designated a room, which sounds crazy because I know a lot of wives out there and girlfriends are anti-devoting an entire room, but it's probably the best thing that could have happened is devoting the room.
Yeah, I always tell the chat, like, imagine if we had a basement. Like, that'd be so
Yeah.
cool.
Do you guys have golden tea? My wife and I play it every night.
Who said that?
Is it Jago?
Where's
Sorry.
Shango? Yep. Oh, wait, nice to see you, man. It's another, like, prominent member of the community.
So we had golden tea.
Yep. So we had golden tea, the 3/4
Had
scale.
both of them.
Golden tea was awesome. I was hitting my hand a lot on the screen. So we got someone to buy it for practically full price. I think it was like a $50 difference. And then we ended up getting Big Boy Golden Tea, the XL. I got that for $2.99 at Best Buy. They had like an in-store promotion on it. So I went to my wife. I was like, "Let's try this out. Worst comes to worst, we can sell it." The form factor was way better than like that swan design. I hope they redo Golden Tea in a 3/4 scale properly with like a silver strike bowling. That would be so awesome. I would get that in a heartbeat.
It also drove you nuts because it was so much
But
bigger than everything
the
else.
XL, it kind of stuck out like a sore thumb with these quarter scale size. But I get that anal eye where it's just like, I want to be a little bit more matchy. But the worst part of it was the screen at the end of the day. So for you, it was a bad experience.
Oh, I'm 5'1", so I could hardly see anything on a screen. I don't know about your wife, what she could see, how tall she is, but yeah, the screen was terrible. Loved the game lineup though. We did play it every night.
Yeah, it was just we kind of just bared with the screen issues. And I know a lot of people out there. I know a lot of people out there did like recently, like Michael B just did the screen mod. We're not so much like tech savvy as we tried to do that one time, and it blew the PCB. But I'm still, to this day, think that eBay sent us, like that seller sent us a used monitor. It was just really bad.
Brooklyn Menace says if there's an arcade cabinet that made you fold laundry and do the dishes, I think my wife would enjoy playing those with me. Maybe she would like Rootbeer Tapper because you're serving people.
Yeah, you're cleaning up the dishes.
I personally like the break from the housework and the kids.
Yeah.
So this is like my escape now.
Yeah, we literally, guys, and I know maybe people don't believe it, but we literally play. I mean, take the MVSX out of it because it's got like 850 games. But all the exception of Tron, we literally play every game in here. There's really not one arcade cab. Like, my wife's not going to hop on Blitz or Killer Instinct. I think those, and the MVC, you don't hop on that at all. So maybe like those are the three that you don't.
Playing it, but
Our son, yeah, if he's playing it. But yeah, literally every game, just looking around, like gets gameplay at one point or another. Like, obviously it's impossible every game every night, but we make the rounds and rotations, and it all gets played. So, with the exception of Tron, and trying to move that one still, and do a couple Street Fighters. We'll see.
All right, Zohar, if you don't like Rootbeer, what do you like?
Galaxy Rootbeer.
You're a little sad tonight, so what's your drink of choice?
Okay, so yeah, Council Fanboy, what is your drink of choice? It's going to be like...
He's sad news bear tonight. I think he's upset about his game last night.
Oh, your live stream?
I'm just messing.
Was anybody playing him, or what? Did we ever find out an answer to that?
Get an answer. We're waiting.
P-Dubs Arcade Love. Look at P-Dubs Arcade Love made it. What's going on, man?
P-Dubs.
Actually, Council Fanboy, P-Dubs is P-Dubs.
Mountain Dew.
Oh, so he's got... Okay.
I don't know about that
So
one.
it says, P-Dubs says, actually, Council Fanboy, P-Dubs is P-Dubs. Tell the rest of them to stop copying me. Oh, wait, you did. Maybe they missed it. And Mountain Dew is the choice of drink for Council Fanboy.
We covered that already. Where were you?
Oh, well, I mean, that's what you said, but I was just reiterating it. I mean, Baja Blast, that's a good one. I'm not really a Mountain Dew guy, though.
I guess which flavor? The Flaming Hots one? Have you tried that one?
Have you?
No.
It's
Why would I?
horrible. They got it for us at work. It's literally like, it's disgusting. It's probably the worst drink ever.
They had to clearance it out, like massive clearance.
Yeah, I don't know why anyone would drink that. I don't know why anyone would want to drink that. And I'm like dead serious when I say that. Oh, he says a lot of people played with him. Okay, I mean, you saw this, you saw the stream,
frustration was stressing me out. I had to leave.
Oh, yes, Kevin Clausen. Danny, you should copy P-Dubs and wear a hat backwards. Guys, all the main home arcade YouTubers wear hats. Besides the exception of Michael B. I don't know.
We're not doing it.
Guys, okay,
I feel like something snaps inside when you do that.
You turn into a whole new you. I wonder, should we get like a Cricut machine and we can make Arcade 1-Up apparel? Since Arcade 1-Up won't make the apparel. We used to run apparel company with like you were doing it off the computer and using Cricut. My wife's really good at that, so we can make Arcade 1-Up hats like some of the other guys have, and then we can wear those. I'm not a hat guy though, but maybe
We're not doing hats.
Maybe I could do it for you guys.
I banned them from. No, he's not going to do it. We banned them.
Where's Django saying? So are you saying Biggie D is a main home arcade YouTuber? I guess maybe you should preferences. What qualifies as a main home arcade YouTuber? Do you have to reach a certain threshold of subscribers, or is it you just have to put out a video like at least once a week? What classifies as a main home arcade YouTuber?
It's the hat.
Is it the hat?
It's the hat. Something clicks. I'm telling you.
No, P-Dub says no hats trademarked. Council Fanboy says if it got funnier, I was doing Fox impressions. Rewatch it, Katie. It was funny. Okay, so we'll have to catch Zohar's replay.
All right, we'll watch it.
All right, Brooklyn Man says I wear a hat because I shave my head, bald head, light shine off the bald head like a glowing orb. Yeah, I don't have much hair left on this head right here, so the hat might be coming somewhere. I'll have to shave it.
He's not wearing a hat. It's gonna have to be a beanie. We're not doing the backwards.
I don't think I should wear a beanie. Like,
well, we gotta be
like
different.
a '90s kid.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got. P-Dubs or K-Love, do you guys like Garbage Pail Kids, or are you too young for that?
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, we're too young for that.
What is that?
Let us know in the chat.
Is it a band? Is it a show?
Oh, where's Django says everyone likes worst Garbage Pail Kids.
What is it?
I don't know.
Oh, everyone likes it.
If you're past L Dangerous O says if you're past the age of 18, you shouldn't be wearing a hat backwards. There you go. But everybody wears the hat. I don't think anybody wears it forward. Can I cock it to the side,
We're
or is that?
not doing the hat.
That's funny. Ralphie Duran, damn, you guys are babies. Kevin Klotz says, yeah, Danny, do it sideways.
Guys, what is this that we're talking about, though?
We're talking about the hat.
No. What is it, Garbage Pail?
Oh, yeah, the Garbage Pail Kids. Can someone help inform us? That's got to be a
Googling
band. That sounds like a band. We're
Googling
gonna do a quick Google search and see what's up. All right, guys.
It's a game.
Oh, it's a game?
A game? Oh, it's a series of sticker trading. Oh! Sticker trading cards produced by the Topps Company, originally released in 1985. Oh, that's why. It wasn't.
So,
it didn't exist then.
So I was born in '86.
Ah.
And we'll just leave it at that. You were like, ah.
No.
So I was close.
So they were designed to parody the Cabbage Patch Kids.
Yep.
I had a Cabbage Patch Kid.
That's what Thor Casey is saying.
Okay. That's funny. I did have trading card games. So you did Pokemon. What did I do? I don't remember. I remember getting them the cards, and they had pieces of bubble gum in them.
Oh, that's
so if I'm going to age myself, here I am aging myself.
That's baseball cards.
No, it wasn't baseball. It was like a sticker book. I had like a... It was like a coloring book sticker book, and when I went to the grocery store there at the checkout, and you got a pack, and you put the stickers in the book.
Okay. Yeah, I just did
and I ate the bubble gum, and it was the best bubble gum ever.
Like the hardest piece of bubble gum.
I loved it, though.
P-Dubs wants to know if we're getting the Street Fighter Deluxe. P-Dubs, where have you been? The show started 2 hours ago.
He's taking care of his wife.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
It's
okay.
I got you.
That's an exception then. Hopefully she's doing okay, and we're all praying for a speedy recovery.
Yes, we are getting it.
Yes, long and short, we're going to sell a couple arcades, and we're looking forward to getting the Street Fighter Deluxe to kind of test out that new form factor. I was kind of disappointed. I was hoping that Big Blues games list, especially the Darkstalkers trilogy, was going to be added to it, to do the Yoga Flame and Big Blue, bring them into one. That way you're getting the best of both worlds and you can play everything, but I understand why they just copied and printed the PCB that was already made a little bit sooner to get it published and to get it out into retailers. But that'll be the only game, I guess. P-Dubs, help us break some of this info. It looks like Time Crisis has hit a snag and it might not come out. We want the rest of the community to kind of confirm here. I don't know what's going on. We saw something from 19K Fox, and we just wanted to make sure. It's kind of getting us worried a little bit. We're getting really excited for Time Crisis. What's so funny?
I can't with Council Fanboy. Just pee all over it so the panel matches.
Yeah, we'll probably do a... I don't think that, I gotta be honest with you guys, like looking around, like in the arcade it's dark, we got the lights on, like the purple lights. I don't think we're gonna even notice it, even though I have an anal
the
eye.
lights are gonna like
make it worse,
accentuate it more.
So
yeah.
we'll see when it gets here, and we'll let you guys know. I mean, if anything, Joe Sabos, he's like already designing like the sticker overlay to go over that, so we're pretty taken care of in the home arcade community as far as like, people like Retro 530, all the modders out there. What do we got going on here? No, Biggie D, I would like them to fix it, but I don't think there's any chance that that's going to get fixed. And I know, TheCornerCade, you brought up a good point. Maybe that was just like the demo model that they brought out.
Well, that's what they were saying.
And I don't know if Cyrus kind of confirmed it to say like, hey, this is just like one way. I mean, it didn't even come in a Street Fighter box. It came in
they rushed it out.
It came in a new release box that we don't even know what that title is. So they kind of just rushed it out trying to get to the Evo events. But if it's coming out in October, these cabs are already on the boat coming here. So to my knowledge, I mean, that's usually what it takes. And then once it docks, it takes about 2 to 4 weeks to get into the retailer's hands.
We haven't seen it hit the ports yet, right?
Yeah, do we get any port information on that?
I don't think
Anybody?
so.
Because I don't know. Council Fanboy said, don't joke around about that. He said, please, dear Lord, let Time Crisis get canceled and any content. Worst Django said, someone said Arcade 1-Up is doing a candy cab in 2024. I don't see any way that happens. That I was kind of on the same boat.
Bigger focuses in 2024.
Yeah, I think Biggie D said that in one of his shorts. But I did see that, like, Mike B's reaction, and you already know P-Dubs has the picture. Like, Mike B sent it to P-Dubs. There's no way he didn't. But he got...
do him like that.
They all talk outside of YouTube, So it's like, but the reaction that Mike B had, I don't know if it was just for YouTube, but he seemed pretty shocked upon it. Like, what could this be? So it's either the title or the form factor is what got him going bananas. So... you got to start to get the mind thinking.
Well, if it's the form factor, it'd be an XL for him, right?
But could you tell it was an XL by the picture? But
I'm saying if he's excited about a form factor, it'd be an XL cab. Then.
Or a candy cab. That'd be something that'd be interesting. But I don't know if our Arcade 1-Up can even pull that off. I mean, I don't know. Oh, okay. Well, then I was wrong. I stand corrected, P-Dubs. P-Dubs says, what picture? The thing that Travis said? No, Mike won't share it with anyone. Maybe I can see if I can get it from Travis. What do you think, guys? I can keep this mouth shut and these ears sealed,
You're going to have to tell me, not him.
No, I can't share with anybody. It's confidential.
No, he's going to have to tell me, not you.
Oh, poofy-haired fancy boy made the chat. How are we looking? We're looking great, hopefully. Where Django said they want to make a lot of things. It won't happen. I'm pretty sure, and like when I had Travis on, Travis MCP said, literally they could want to do a candy cab tomorrow, and then they're going to do it. Let's get it started. And next week they change their mind. Or something happens in the snag process. There's ever-changing parts. So much like when Zohar was trying to, Council Fanboy was trying to get that 80s cab guest. There's already like 4 of their 80s titles that they're working on, and one or 2 or 3 might come out before that. So really, we wouldn't even know if that was the right 80s title or not.
Yeah.
It seems like it's just like whatever they have cabs ready to go, and whenever the retailers say we want to buy that one, and they're just gonna let's go. It's like they sound the fire alarm and they're getting that one booted up and made up. So.
Super chat?
Yeah, we got a super chat from Council Fanboy. It's $1.99. Thank you, Council Fanboy. Please understand, whatever Big D says, it's wrong. Oh. Biggie D has his moments. He can be wrong, he can be right,
Just
but
let him be. He's creating his own hype.
but he's a good guy. So
Yeah, he's creating his own
that's what
hype.
we love. Yeah, creating his own hype. I love it. P-Dubs Arcade Loft says CornerCade taking over for that one-up show. P-Dubs, if you missed it, that'd be a dream job of mine to make that bridge gap from corporate to home arcade community. Be an absolute dream job. But again, you don't get paid in that from what Travis is saying. But I think working for Arcade One Up would be pretty dope. Like, I get hyped about these products much like Cyrus does. The only difference between me and him, I guess, would be Cyrus knows everything about Arcade One Up. He's got all the inside information. I'm only on the outside looking in, and we can only speculate like any of us can. Endangered Dog, let's go. That's right, let's go, man.
Seems like the later we're getting, the more people that are hopping on.
Yeah, I don't know if there was like other streamers.
Where's everyone coming from?
Well, we consistently had a good, around 30 people in the chat today, which is super cool. I do really appreciate everybody watching. Like I said before, Kevin Cost says, Danny, what are your thoughts on the new MK1? Do you have a PS5 or Xbox? Okay, so I have transitioned fully into retro home arcade gaming. I don't play 2K anymore. I don't play Call of Duty. MK1, they're like rebooting the franchise. I saw some like they had God, who was that? They had some of these weird characters. It's like it puts me off when you're putting Freddy Krueger and Jason in Mortal Kombat. It's just stupid. Like, they had John Cena in it as his superhero guy. I forgot his name but it just to me it's dumb. Like, maybe I'm like that old get off my lawn guy, but I think it's just like you want the characters, maybe introduce like new characters, but I don't like the cash grabs when you're adding like celebrities and stuff in and like movie characters like Batman and the Joker and stuff like that. It's just dumb.
All right, we got a $5 super chat from Kevin Clausen. I like how you guys said, let's wrap it up 40 plus minutes ago. So Danny is like the old man, like he said, that just keeps talking and talking. But it's okay. It's a good thing.
Guys, we're here for you at the end of the day. Like,
well, yes, Council Fanboy says don't remind them. Yeah,
we do have to go. It's midnight. But we really do appreciate everybody stopping by. This is probably like over a 3-hour stream. I don't know. But yeah, a ton of fun, as always. We're here for you guys at the end of the day. Like I said, we only get to talk to you like once a week, so we try to make it worth, and try to get all, worth our time and yours, and try to get all your questions answered from, what we know at TheCornerCade, to you guys in the home arcade community, and vice versa. I mean, you guys teach us stuff all the time that, we just found out about this time crisis stuff tonight, which is in the ActionCade or whatever that was.
Action.
Yeah, Action. I wish we could actually play Time Crisis. That would be dope. Yeah, Jason said 2.5 hours. Jason, this went as long as a movie. Time flies when you're having fun, man. Thank you guys.
We always look back and we're like, how was it that long? It didn't feel that long. Like,
yeah, I know. The time really does fly when we're with you guys. It's crazy. But yeah, we do have to go. I really do appreciate everybody stopping by, checking out the channel. If you guys haven't, please give this video a like. Definitely share, subscribe. We actually just passed 800 subs, so we're like at 814, 811-ish, something like that. But it's crazy because it just felt like yesterday, literally like last week, we just had 700. So we really do appreciate all the support that you guys are pouring in for us. Because without you guys at the end of the day, we don't have a channel. So
Kevin said 817 now.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, awesome. So we're at 817. So we're on our way to 900. I think a solid goal for us would be 1,000. I don't know why, because YouTube changed monetization and all this stuff
to 500. That's when the hat goes on.
Yeah, 1,000 is where you unlock the hat, and then
achievement unlocked.
Achievement unlocked. You get to wear the hat now. But like I was saying, before.
818.
For everybody, let's go. Yeah, let's try to get to 820 by the end of the stream. No, for everybody that's joining, we're, to let you know where the super chats are kind of going. As we start to get funding from YouTube and stuff, we're gonna be pouring that into. The first purchase is gonna be a laptop to make our content better for you guys. Like right now, the way this is set up, we can't have anybody call into the show. So, if I wanted to have B-Kongs come on, or P-Dubs, or Council Fanboy, or anybody of you guys.
She-Lion.
She-Lion, anybody that's in the community. If we wanted to have you guys on, we can't right now, the way the setup is. So that's going to be the first purchase that we were on trying to hone in, is getting a PC so we can make this content better for you guys. We also want to have we want to have everybody on the show. We want to get to talk to everybody in the home arcade community and share what their thoughts are on everything home arcade. So, like I said, guys, we really do appreciate it. We really appreciate all the support, like always. That's pretty much all I have, honey. Did you have anything else?
No.
All right. Well, you know what we usually say. This is Danny.
Katie.
And we're from TheCornerCade, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.